I'm here to pick up a dwarf.
Oh, yeah. Drunk and disorderly and riding a children's tricycle down a dual carriageway.
Right. They can press charges?
No, if you're happy to take him into your custody.
Yeah, OK. Whatever.
Yes, sir.
That's what I mean. As soon as they even think they're in a film, they're going to get wasted.
My name is Maximus Minimus, and I'll have my end away with your wife or the next.
We had to confiscate his sword.
I've got my own sword. My pork sword. Ha! Whoa!
He's thrown up over his own penis. You're not getting in my car smelling like that.
No need to. I've got my bike.
No, Pete, you can't go on the bike. Not again. No, whoa! Stop! Pete, stop! Oh. Don't go on the dual carriageway. Take the back roads. Just, what is he? Oh. How long's that going to take him to get home? Oh, no, he's off. Look, he's just flailing like a dung beetle. Oh, it's pathetic.
I did my new book at home, you know, all the writing and the drawings and that. Which, you know, should be a pleasure to do really, you know, working out of home. But it wasn't. The amount of noise from downstairs, they've got builders in at the moment and they're ripping the place apart, they're knocking down walls, they're drilling all hours. It's been doing me head in, there's dust everywhere, I've been breathing that in, which made me ill a bit. So that's when Ricky said, you know, if I wanted to get away from the noise and that, I could use his office to work in. But it can be just as hard to work in there sometimes.
Is that annoying?
A little bit.
Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep hygienic, haven't you? You were complaining before that you were ill. So you keep your surroundings clean, then you will never get ill, will you? Whey! Oh God! Oh God! That was amazing!
So that's why I decided, you know, it'd be easy just to work at home in the end.
What are we doing then? Just explain, we just done a photo shoot for Shortlist. That's why I've got a little bit of eyeliner on. But it was worth it, because Karl had to dress up in tights and knickers, didn't you? And a lion.
Yeah. Not even mine. Well, they won't be mine. But a woman had to like lend me a tights.
Brilliant.
It's amazing,
Right,
isn't
we're
it?
going to do this. This is Mr. and Mrs. basically.
Right.
So I'm going to ask a series of questions of Karl. Quite a simple question: favourite film, favourite food. And Ricky, I want you to write down what you think the answer, Karl's answer, is going to be.
Yeah.
So hide it from Karl.
Exactly, yeah.
And then
That's say just leaving the room or going into a little booth.
Okay.
Yeah?
And then Karl, you'll reveal the answer. Ricky will reveal the pad.
Yeah.
Right, I can see that.
So don't answer straight away.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The first one is, what is Karl's favourite film?
I'll tell you what, before he says anything, I'll have to put it down to 2 because I reckon he can't decide between 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna straight away. I'm gonna do that, and if I'm right, well, I shouldn't go anything away. Okay.
Karl, reveal what your favourite film, or indeed favourite film is.
He'll know what it is. It's Kez and Elephant Man.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between the two?
Probably Kez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elephant Man's just
Great,
a bit sad.
isn't it? Yeah, it's great. I reckon that really affects you and your kid as well. And
Well,
it's sort of it's very much what I imagined your upbringing
Well, I had
to
a
be
magpie,
like.
didn't I?
Well, yeah. And
What was the magpie's name?
Maggie.
used to come down and peck his grifter.
Peck me head.
Watching The Elephant Man, you know that bit in The Elephant Man where Anthony Hopkins takes John Merrick or Joseph Merrick behind a screen, and he's showing it to a load of surgeons, and he's going, see the deformation of the skull, the spine, the limbs. The only thing that is totally normal and untouched are the genitals. Carl goes, think of that. The one thing you would want like an elephant, and he gets the head.
Yeah. Good film, that.
Right, next one.
We'll go for the next one. Carl's favourite food.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be very specific here. I think we're talking about a meal, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What, an actual main course?
Yes. Well, I mean...
You're not going to know this.
Well, I'm gonna put to get me. Okay, I've gone for something sort of like a specific, but that gives me a bit of leeway. So I could be totally wrong here.
All right. Carl, please reveal favourite food.
And you mean one for at home, not going out, because if I go out, I make more of an effort to have something that someone's had to do some effort with.
No, do you think like yeah? I've done it like it would be a meal that he could do himself as well.
Right,
as...
okay. Sausage, beans, potato cakes.
Oh, I've got it wrong. I thought you were meat and two veg. I've put sort of pork or lamb
I
chops.
wouldn't mess about making meat and veg if I was on my own.
No.
No.
What was
no
it?
way. Sausage, beans, potato cakes. Toaster, potato cakes, beans in a pan, sausage in a frying
you
pan.
put sausages in the toaster once.
Yeah, but...
Is that true?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came
it
home.
was.
His girlfriend came home to him sticking a knife in the toaster to get the sausages out that were burning.
It's the way they spit, and
But why did you put them in the first place?
because I don't like when you've got them in a frying pan and then you turn that up and the heat gets going and they spit and then the grease is going all over the sort of the hob. So I thought do it in the toaster, let it spit on the inside. Not as much mess, but it was ages ago though. You're saying that as if that's before I met you.
So if you're out and he does his sausages, does he pop them on the grill? Does he put them in the oven? Does he stick them in the toaster like a fucking twat? Oh,
That's how you find stuff out though, isn't it? That's how inventors and stuff come about. Trial and error.
All right, we'll go for the next one. Carl's
I've got him about that.
celebrity. All right, okay. Well, this is 1 out of 2, so we'll go for the third one. Carl's celebrity crush.
Wouldn't have one.
What now?
Yeah.
I'm nearly 40. Do you mean a celebrity crush?
That's
Do one when I'm a kid or something,
that's
maybe.
the point. This is not based on anything because he's obviously he's never spoken about this or given any.
When
hold
I'm
on, 40.
20's still young, old,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
let's say
sort of 14 or something.
15. So hold on, when were you born? 72.
72.
So we're talking 84, are we? 1984. Janet Jackson.
She wasn't around in 84.
We've lost the pen and pad element of it straight away.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, wasn't she around in 84?
No, it wasn't her.
Paula Abdul.
No.
You guys just know. So there's an answer. There is someone who at 14 you thought, oh, she's nice, and I've got to guess who this woman is in 1984. Debbie Harry.
No.
You don't know yet.
No. 84. Probably one of Bananarama. Why is that funny?
Because it's so random and specific. Anything you said is funny. Anything you said is funny. But it's also one-off. You haven't got anyone in mind. There's been about 9 members of Bananarama. Narrow it down a bit. No, come on. Which one of Bananarama?
God, I don't know what they're called. It was the darker one. The dark-haired one.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Next one.
What if I had that? The darker one in Bananarama.
Alright.
Well, remember, you've got to write it down.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
Sorry.
Carl's favourite book.
Oh,
Okay, now.
you know this?
Well, but are we talking novel, fiction, or what?
I think we're talking any...
Just a book.
Any book. Like, if you had to take one book to a desert island, what would it be?
You know, I don't know why you're not writing it out.
Well, shut up.
Fucking hell, are we mates? So what? You should know what that is.
What, your favourite book?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm thinking of an answer I don't want to embarrass you with. A book of freaks that he carried around for 6 months.
What's that?
Oh, that you're joking. That's your favourite book. It was a pamphlet.
It wasn't a pamphlet. It was about 40 odd pages. It's my
It
favourite
was the
book.
50 top freaks given away with some dodgy old fucking magazine.
It was with FHM, and it was like a freak book. That was interesting.
And you count that as a book?
Well, what would you put then? I've never seen you with a proper book ever. So don't start lying and give me a load of old shite that it's someone like Nurture or something. 'Cause it isn't.
Nurture.
What book would you pick?
Friedrich Nurture. What?
No, you're right. He was right in a way. It is the
Yeah.
freak book.
Book of freaks.
Let's go for the pad. Let's go for
50
the
top.
do
Oh,
the
no, I
pad.
got that. 50 top freaks. No, about it. 50 top freaks. Yeah.
Carl's
Do you know what? Do you know why we liked it? Because number 50 was a fellow with 3 legs. He was so
No,
excited.
there was
he went,
loads.
Huh?
No, number 50 was the bloke with 2 heads.
Was it?
Yeah, because I said Jesus. What's number 1?
Yeah. What was that? Was a bloke shagging a chicken who got killed
Number
by a
1.
rock. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Carl's favourite song.
Okay, again. Okay. I'll have to do. I'll tell you that he's got a favourite song.
Are you just
For a
going
reason.
for 1 or 2?
Oh no, I'm going to go for a couple here. I'm going to go for. They've both got a theme, and then I'm going to do tune, as well. Okay, I've got 2 songs, and then I've got like an instrumental.
Right, I'll go for Stranger on the Shore, Akabilk. Alright. And then I'd go for Elvis in the Ghetto. Is he getting them?
Yeah.
And there's one more, yeah?
Yeah.
Rod Stewart, Killing a Georgie.
Oh! Yeah. No, I went with Stevie Wonder in the City.
That's alright, that's up there.
Yeah.
Not
He
bad.
likes a song with a story. So anything. I'll tell you another one as well. Wonderful Tonight.
Yeah, that's...
Like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Convinced it's about a disabled fella. Because the lines she puts him to bed, stuff like that.
There's a few little hints.
It's not hints, nothing to do with it.
Listen to it.
Nothing to do with
I'll
it. Nothing to do with
click
being
on it.
disabled. No, at no point is
There
it
is.
mentioned. Or no,
There is.
no, it's all in your head.
Any others?
Let's go for one more.
Oh, I'll tell you, I'm gutted about the old pork chops.
You've got to be careful with pork.
Why?
It's
Worms.
got to be done, yeah. It's got to be cooked right, hasn't it?
Yeah, but now they do things like pork.
This comes from the man who put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
Carl's favourite animal.
Right.
Wow.
So you don't mean a pet?
No, I'm not.
This is broad, yeah.
Just any animal out there?
Yeah. You got it.
No, it's funny because I reckon he's got this one wrong.
Oh.
I reckon he's put down monkey. But I'd probably pick sloth.
Can we see the pad?
I've put chimp actually.
There you go.
He lumps in great apes with monkeys. He doesn't really know the difference. Funny she said the sloth because he went to the zoo and he called me up and I went to the zoo What did he said? What's the sloth? He said it's annoying. I went, why? He said it's got a huge enclosure. I went, why is that annoying? He went, it doesn't need it. It doesn't use it. Hang it in a wardrobe. It'd be just as happy.
Didn't move. Didn't move in all the time I was there. It looked dead. I actually thought it was dead. 14 quid you pay to get in there. It didn't fucking move. Didn't do anything.
Why is it your favourite?
I think because it just fascinates me that this thing, that a dodo died out and yet a sloth is still around even though it's asleep.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, it's safer in a sort of a dead state.
Dido died out as well, didn't she?
Dodo died out.
For years. That's the dodo and Dido. Didn't do anything.
All right, let's go one more. If Karl could have a superpower, what do you think he would pick?
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, I've got loads of answers here. I think the general public would know one of them.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not. That's a joke one.
No, that was a new idea, but you mean one that exists?
Well, well, okay, let's not count bullshit, man.
Right.
That's not really a
bullshit,
superpower,
man.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's what I mean, that's a made-up one, but you're talking about one that people go, yeah, I'd have that.
Flying, invincibility, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I've got one. I don't know if it's true. I mean, it's a bit weird.
Karl, please reveal.
It's one that I'd pick, but I'm still not 100% if it's the right move. I don't think you've gone for it.
Oh, I've gone, okay.
Shape-shifting.
Oh, I went for invisibility.
We've seen the patterns.
Sorry. I went for invisibility.
Why shapeshifting over invisibility?
Just because you know what shape-shifting is, you can sort of be anything you want.
What would you be now?
On a day like today, probably a blue bottle.
Why would you be a blue bottle?
Just 'cause it's the right weather for it.
But
I'd only do that for a bit.
No, they haven't. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it, you see them in this weather because they're buzzing around and it's their time of year where they've.
Yeah,
But we don't have to be a blue bottle to enjoy the weather, do you?
No, but I've got to be something else, haven't I?
Yeah, but why a blue bottle? That's
Well, what would you pick on a day like today? You wouldn't want to be a buffalo, a bison in this. Be well hot. So a blue bottle,
why
out
not a
and about.
dolphin? It'd be...
In London.
It doesn't have to... So now you're a blue bottle who's got to go on the tube and go to work. Now you're
I'm in London. I'm in London though.
But
You've still got to be at home. If you're a fucking dolphin, where are you knocking about?
I didn't know the restriction was the fact that you had to be caught in the city.
Well, so where's the dolphin?
Oh, so you can completely change your species, but you can't move fucking town.
Well, then you've got to get home again. The shape-shifting, you know what it is?
Yeah, you can change into a blue bottle.
Anything.
Yeah. But would you be a 6-foot blue bottle?
No,
or...
just a little one, and then you do that for a bit, and then you change.
But why are you
else.
doing it? What are you thinking? Have you got
For
your
a
own...
change.
Yeah, well...
You said, all right, you picked invisibility. What would you do with that?
No, that wasn't mine. That wasn't my superpower. That was my guess at yours, right? Because once you said you wish you were invisible, so you could go sneak into HMV, you go shopping without having stress, pay for it, and leave in the morning.
Yeah, but
that was your superpower.
Yeah, but that's when
paying for it
CDs
secretly.
was out. It's not worth it now, is it?
No.
fucker's paying for anything these days on the internet. Download for fuck all. So forget that. There's no advantage. Being a blue bottle.
Yeah, what are you doing? So you go, I'm in London. Oh, there's a bit of shit there. Oh, I'm glad I'm a blue bottle. So, but what if you're shape-shifting? Why don't you be a seagull and go to Brighton for the day? No, it's not the rules. You've got to stay in London. So why are you imposing this rule of it being in London?
I'd give everything a go. I just picked that because it was a nice day and I saw one earlier.
Okay, what if you could shape-shift, but it was like changing your region on your DVD? You only had 3 goes. What would you try and then stick with?
Ooh.
Remember, the world is your oyster.
Right.
You don't have to stay in Kentish Town for the day.
Well, I'd pick what's her name? I've said to you before, I'd be a sloth.
Bananarama?
Sloth.
Oh, you'd be a sloth?
Said that. It's still good, isn't it? Because if they're asleep, if I'm not enjoying being a sloth, I can dream about being something else. So it's a safe thing to be. Well, if you're asleep, you can... What's the problem?
You can anyway. You can wake up and go, oh, I wish I was a blue bottle or some
I've
shit.
never seen a blue bottle asleep.
Listen.
I called you the other day, you said slugs don't sleep.
No, you called me and said, do slugs sleep?
Yes, and you said, what did you say?
That's it. You got it all the wrong way around. I said, well, sleep, as we know it, is very different. Animals, some have microsleep, some can estivate, some can actually be frozen. So I said, what do you mean by sleep? Right? So...
Butterfly.
Why?
If I wasn't enjoying it, it's only for a day.
And then you die?
Yes.
But then you're dead.
Yeah, but if I'm not enjoying it...
But why do you... What?
The worst thing would be a tortoise.
You don't have to be a tortoise.
I don't fucking know, then. What's something else? I hate questions like this, because you ask me, I give you an answer and you argue with me. I've told you, I picked 3 perfectly decent things there.
A sloth.
A blue bottle, a butterfly.
Right, why did your superpower be flying? Then you could be Karl Pilkington.
Because Suzanne would be saying, no.
Why?
Because Suzanne would be going, oh, nip out and do an errand. Suddenly I'm flying around everywhere, busy, because she's going, it's easier for you. She don't get out for arse enough as it is. I don't want flying, and everybody would be on your back, and no, definitely not.
Then why choose a blue bottle and a butterfly?
That's because no one's... Yeah, but that's as a fly. Everyone's expecting it to fly. And then when I go back to me, I'd appreciate... I've always said to you about not knowing if I feel well. Whereas a blue bottle, it spends its day flying around being sick on shit. So if I come back to me and I'm like, I feel really good now, I'm not throwing up all the time. And
right.
So there's benefits to being a fly. I think I'd appreciate life more once I'd seen it through the eyes, many eyes, of a blue bottle. What would you pick? Let's change it, because it's unfair, this. What would you pick? Any shape-shifting?
I'd pick either a bird or a dolphin, just soaring. An eagle soaring. A dolphin. The oceans. Whole world's my oyster. At no point would I think, I'll choose something that if it's shit, I die immediately. That's much better.
Well, we're all different, aren't we? That's what this is about.
Right, let's do one more very quick.
You're fucking different.
How big is pet hate?
Oh, fuck me, you haven't got long enough, mate.
Well, don't say it, right.
I don't think you'd... Oh, it's annoying that you're asking this now, because I've got so much that I don't know which one to pick.
It's difficult to write down.
Maybe just do a word that can prove that you will have got it right. If
well, I think it's
Oh.
There is one word, and it sort of applies to all the things you might say that annoy him, but I don't know if... what's your pet's hate?
Just when they shit somewhere.
What?
Oh, when they shit somewhere and you can't find it and it stinks.
What?
I hate that.
Isn't that funny? I didn't get that. What do you mean?
Just what have you thought?
Faffing. Too much faffing. Like, is people always... Like, you can't do that, you have to phone 5 times, they have to put you on hold.
Oh, you just mean an annoyance.
What did you think he meant?
He said a pet hate. I thought, right, okay, yeah, I would have said faffing.
What do you mean?
What do you hate about having a pet? When there's shit behind it.
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay.
I don't word it like that.
I've known him for 10 years, and that surprised me.
Hang on, faffing.
That fucking surprised me. I'm really sorry about that.
Right, faffing. Yeah, faffing.
A pet hate. When you're asleep and it licks your bollocks. What?
No, all right, I got the wrong end. Yeah, faffing, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's great. Cheers. Carl, you've studied the Bible over the last couple of days.
Well,
and you're going to give us basically the Bible abridged. Is that right? Just condensed.
just that, you know, it's that time of the year when religion.
Well, let's save it. Let's do a sermon. Everyone settle down at home. Turn the radio up. This is Reverend Karl Pilkington with the history of the Bible.
All right. Thank you very much. Right. Well, thanks for coming. Starting off, you know, I mean, I started off at the beginning of the book. What have you?
The Bible, we'll call it for the sake of argument.
Right. There's quite a bit missing. It doesn't say about how sort of God was already about, so it doesn't go right back to the beginning.
Right. Okay.
God's already knocking about and that.
Yep.
Anyway, he made the world, right? He did all that, right?
Yeah.
He sorted out sort of sun for in the day and that, so everything's light and you can see yourself about.
Right.
He did the stars and the moon for at night, right? I was thinking about that. If I was him, I probably would have just let it be day all the time rather than having two systems.
We're not criticising.
No, I'm not
Okay.
having a go. I'm just saying. I mean, it's easy now, isn't it, in hindsight, to sort of say, do you know what?
It's easy to really criticise him, but he was working.
He sort of loosened the top. You just got it off. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he did a lot of the work. Yeah, cheers.
No, I'm just saying though, like they mess about with the clocks and that because of farmers getting up in the dark and that. If it was day all the time, less crime and that. I'm just saying it might have been worth an idea.
He missed a trick there, is what you're saying.
But he moves in mysterious ways, so you don't know why he's done that. He might be thinking something that your small brain can't really.
Fair enough. I'm not having a go. Like I say, I'm just reading it and thinking about it. That's what it's all about, innit?
Yeah,
Education, get yourself
Absolutely,
thinking.
yeah, go on.
Anyway, so he did all that. He made the sun and that, and then he said, "Oh, make some creatures and stuff." He made a load of birds, loads of different birds, creatures, animals, and that. Because with the world being so big, it's like if you buy a big house, you need more furniture, don't you?
Right.
So he made this, and he was like, "Oh, God, what am I going to fill it with?" So this is why he did all these.
Right. That's
animals.
not actually in the Bible. You speculated there on the mind of God.
Well, I'm sort of just treating it like it's his big house,
Right.
isn't it?
Okay.
And he's filling it. He's making it look nice, different birds and what have you. Right? It's just my opinion. Like
It's making it sound like the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
So anyway, right? So he does all that, and he thinks, right, I'll make a little man and a woman.
Sure.
Who we all know as like Adam and Eve.
Yep.
Everyone knows their names, but at no point is their surname mentioned. Right?
Well, he's not going to have trouble with the post, is he?
So anyway, right, Adam and Eve are knocking about. God says to him, "Look, just enjoy yourselves and that, right? Do what you want, but I'll tell you this. I'm only telling you once," he said. He said, "Don't be eating fruit from that special tree."
Yeah.
So they were like, "Alright, fair enough." He said, "The tree that I'm talking about is the tree of knowledge."
Yeah.
So that's sort of made it a little bit worse, because it sounds good and that, and you're like, "Oh, knowledge."
Yeah.
Well, don't go in that door. Yeah,
It's that sort of thing, instead of just sort of not telling them. Because I don't know, see the tree of knowledge, what it had on it, by what I can work out, is it's an apple tree, right? And it's pretty tempting, innit, to have a little cheeky apple, because I don't know what they were eating back then.
Right.
Do you know what they were getting by on?
No, I don't know.
Right, so anyway, so they were like, yeah, alright, whatever. Eve goes for a wander about.
Yeah.
Right? Killing time and that. Bumps into this snake.
Oh, yeah.
And, snake said, said, alright, you got an apple, right? And, he was selling it to her, he was going, it tastes good and that, right? And she's like, well, shouldn't really, but, you know, I've been told that I shouldn't eat that, because I think God said to her at some point,
get on with it. You're on page 1 at the moment.
This is absurd.
This is just unbelievable.
I know, but I'm just
Just get to the point. You're on page 1. You haven't moved on. Just get. Okay, we know Adam and Eve. What have you learned?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. He was saying don't eat it because it's dangerous.
I know. We know. Get on with it. Just get on. I mean,
But the thing is, people do eat things that are dangerous, don't they? Like, and pufferfish, even to this day, people are eating stuff that can kill them.
Yeah.
So it's not a threat. They're not that bothered. It's an apple, right? They're gonna have a little cheeky apple. Anyway, they eat it, right? God goes mental at them. He said, "I told you not to do that. I've told you you can enjoy yourself and everything. You've gone against what I said. You've eaten the apple." Adam and Eve sort of got told off and what have you. They went off and had kids. That added extra pressure. A lot of arguments happened, and that's kind of part 1.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So, Oh, you're an idiot. Really, you are an idiot.
Well, part 2 later then. Right, I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of
Oh, right, okay.
gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's
This is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly. And, it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both, that's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a lady boy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll tell
it?
you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh, forget it.
Listen,
Come on.
What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well,
Oh, Christ's sake!
it's a TV programme where they've got this man who's
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So-
but the problem is, I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you
sorted
mean?
out.
He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs. He's
Why
got,
do you do that?
his caps and the boys
What
are
do you do
still
that
there
for?
in his Y fronts.
Why
but
is that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and
everyone.
pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, I don't want to see him...
Well, can I just
seem
finish that
ignorant.
sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right, what...
I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the
Well,
gay
I
thing.
just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because
You mean a
That's
transsexual?
that's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily, they're not necessarily gay.
They're
or
not gay.
straight
They're
or
often
anything.
not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
Those clothes, aren't yeah.
but then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's, like Suzanne wears jeans?
No, but they
Just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable, or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
All right, and what's the deal with this fella who's got?
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No, we don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helped.
yeah. Okay. Brilliant. I love this. Karl, it was in Heat this week, and they mentioned that he does this thing on Sky. What is it?
It's this thing with Richard Bacon, some programme about watching telly, and you just talk about what you're watching and that.
And he was annoyed because he said because his parents are now, and so he's not doing it. He's not going to turn up because they mentioned it in Heat.
And so his parents might watch.
Yeah.
Why are you
I
worried
don't-
about that?
I don't like him watching stuff, do I? I told you. It dates back to when I did Little Donkey at school. I don't want people watching me.
What's that? Just renew us on Little Donkey. What happened?
It was just, I was there to play the drums and that, in We Three Kings. I was loving it, I got a bit carried away.
How old were you?
About 13,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
About 10 probably.
Yeah. Go on.
6.
Between 6 and
Where old were you? What school were you at?
Okay, you were playing Little Donkey.
So, and,
No.
No,
You
but it
must-
was one of them schools where everyone sort of was in the same one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a Manchester school. Yeah, just
What
the
do
one
you
classroom.
mean?
Well, it's like
What, sweeping chimneys in the day and then 1 hour of learning. What are you talking about? What school were you at? Was it infants, junior, or
They
secondary?
didn't really do that. It was
What
one
do
way.
What do you mean? You did that? They still have to abide by the laws of the land in Manchester.
No, but it was a lot more like you had infants, but
Yeah.
you also had like the older lot. There's kids there who, when you're in the younger year and that, you'd see kids and you go, "Is that?"
Talk English and use terms that people do when they're talking about schooling.
I don't even want to talk about this.
No, how old were you? What oh.
I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
So you went from 13 to 6?
Yeah, but like I say, it's hard to remember because
Imagine if you were giving evidence in a trial.
Yeah. How old were you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really narrow it down other than 7 years either way.
You know, theoretically,
Yeah.
he could get called up for jury service. Right,
Carl-
on jury service.
Carl could be responsible for someone's rest of their life.
Yeah. Because jury service, that applies to anyone. Anyone could get sent the form. I think you're obliged to go unless you have a really decent reason not to.
Imagine it was a really, really important trial.
But what annoys me is that isn't it supposed to be you're tried by 12
Good
of
men
your
and true.
peers?
12 good men
and true.
Yeah.
Good men and true.
But, and women, of course.
The only
these
thing
days.
I can hope is that the defence attorney would wheedle out Carl at an early stage.
Oh yeah, objection. I object.
Yeah.
Why?
I object. Have you heard of something called rockbusters?
Yeah. Well, sorry, you can't just object on that. Okay, then what if I tell you my client, standing trial, is a little gay Chinese fella?
My
What would you
suspicion
do?
is he's prejudiced.
so how does it work then?
How does what work?
What do you mean? You just get called up and you have to do jury service unless you've got a very good reason.
And it's not, I normally have Mondays off.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like that.
Oh, yeah, or
you have to get there at
I've
9
got to
o'clock.
prepare monkey news.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't stand it.
Just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't
What would you say?
say, oh, don't get me involved. Because I got involved once.
Don't get me involved!
No,
What do you mean you got involved once?
well, with the police and that, when I lived in Manchester, I saw a bit of car crime going on.
Right.
And I got involved. Hassle. Telling you.
How did you get involved? You phoned the police?
Yeah, because I
Snitch.
thought, well, I know, well, that's just it, but I thought I'd hope somebody did
Grass.
it with my, well,
Yeah.
so, and it was just a hassle. Loads of phone calls.
Canary.
Having to stand on a balcony of this, tower block that I lived in. Police shouting up at me. I'm stood there with my underpants on, right? And what it was, a car had been robbed, right? Mm-hmm. So I call up the police and that,
Yeah.
right? Said, right, listen, car's being robbed. And they said, where is it? I said, I don't know, just across the road from where I live, right? So I tell them where I live. And
Where
they
do
go-
you live? How old were you? 13?
So she's asking loads of questions and that. I'm saying, look, whilst you're asking all this, they're actually getting away, so, will we leave it? And she's like, no, we'll track it down, blah, blah, blah. So I said, well, look, I work nights.
What could you see? You could see some
I could
lads
see some lads
just
pushing a car.
Pushing a car.
Yeah.
That's how they steal cars in Manchester, is it?
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the country, they're getting in, they're driving them away.
In the south, they drive them away.
Exactly.
You usually sort of like
In
start the
Manchester.
engine. Could get away a lot faster. What do the police do? Push their panda car after them.
Exactly.
Say, come on lads, don't cheat, don't get in the car. They're just pushing it.
It was late at night and that. And I
Oh,
suppose
okay.
you don't want to start the engine.
Of course you don't want to wake people up, not when you're
right?
nicking cars. Of course you don't.
All right,
No,
so...
no.
So, is it
Late
working
at
for
night?
you?
Hold on, they
They
weren't
were
gay.
wheeling
They
it to
weren't
the
gay,
bus
were
stop.
they? They were out late, really? Come on, Carl, so what happened?
So, anyway, I said, look, don't call me back. I'm going to bed. Right? I've got work in a bit.
Brilliant.
So,
Let's go, what?
so that was that, right?
Where were you working?
Next thing, right? Phone's going. Hello, it's the police again. I said, oh, I told you not to call me. Right?
I told you not to call me at home.
So, they said, right, the police are outside. Can you go on your balcony? She's like, oh. So I'm 10 stories up, right? Stood on the balcony with like my underpants on.
Yeah.
Right? And the police are saying, where's the car? And I'm saying, I don't know, they've gone down that road now. So I'm trying to point to them. They're shouting up, saying which road and all that. And I just thought, why did they get involved?
Yeah.
I don't think they found it.
No.
It was hassle.
The
know what I mean?
blokes were pushing it too fast.
Exactly.
They were in the next street by now, weren't
But
they?
this don't get involved. Don't get after that.
Imagine him being on some sort of trial where it's like some sort of mob affair.
Yeah, gangland murder.
Imagine him going into the witness protection. The police just explaining to him, your new name is Jeffrey Peters.
Why can't I be called Bruce Wayne?
Well, no, Mr. Pilkington, listen. Imagine that. Do you know what witness protection is?
Oh, go on.
Amazing.
Look, it's when, supposing you were to give evidence against the mafia, right, you've done a job for them and now you have to give evidence against them, right? Cause
Right, well, if you're going to do... I mean, all I did was 2 kids nicking a car.
Yeah.
Don't start messing with mafia.
No, listen, of course not, no. But let's imagine you were in the mafia, and that you got caught doing something, but instead of going to prison for the rest of your life, you said, oh, well, I can give you Mr. Big, yeah? So they go, okay, give us Mr. Big and we'll let you off, right? So the police go, right, okay.
I got handed this leaflet in Soho.
So you say, okay, well, I'll give you names. They go, right, we get evidence in court, and you go, yeah. They go, right, we'll have to get you away because you'll be done for. So you give us all the names of Mr. Big, right? We'll give you a new identity, a new passport. We'll let you go and live in Canada for the rest of your life with Suzanne, right?
So why have I got to do all that?
Because they'll bump you off, won't they?
How did you know it was me?
They'll find
Because
out.
you have to give evidence in court. So they go, oh, Pilkington squealed.
So you got to change all your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've killed someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, you just know. No, you're giving them in to keep you from going to jail. So you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison because you're involved in something, or sauce, or whatever. It doesn't matter, Carl!
No,
listen!
how would the mafia know that I've said something?
Because you say in court, those are the people, he's Mr. Big, he's Mr. So-and-so, he ordered the hit. Don't you know anything?
It's a lot of messing around though, isn't it?
But...
So I've got to leave this job, yeah?
Yeah, I think they might try XFM first.
I'd have to... What, I'd have to bin Suzanne, would I?
No,
you
she
can
can
take
go
her
and
with
live with you.
You have to cut off all your ties with your friends and family, though. You can't contact them. You got to leave them behind.
Would she have to change her haircut?
Possibly.
When did the murder happen?
Yeah. What would the new identity be that you choose? What would you choose for yourself?
What name?
Probably, I wanted to be called Brett when I was a kid.
Okay.
Right. Brett what?
Brett Pilkington.
You got to change your surname, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Maybe go X-Directory.
Where would you move to?
Probably back up north.
No.
Well, no.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Can I suggest, maybe, Brett Hanson and go and live in Australia or Canada or something. Well, maybe when they're not operating, maybe, you know, and they just forget it.
You might have to change your identity as well. You might have to grow your hair. Well, you can't grow your hair, but maybe wear a wig or a moustache.
What would you do? What would you wear?
So like an afro or something.
Something like that.
That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely
And I've got to do
brilliant.
all that just because for 5 minutes I stood in a court thing
Yes.
and said he's the one who did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why can't I just wear the afro and the glasses when I'm in the court? Say my name's Brett, right?
Yeah.
Change my voice a bit. He did it, and they go, thanks very much. I go off, I carry on my life,
That's
I'm still
genius.
coming in here on Saturday.
I don't know why they haven't thought of that.
That is genius. I
That
don't know.
discounts all the witness protection scheme.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah.
So they go, well, I'll go to court as Brett Hanson
Yeah.
with an afro. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right, and then when I come out, I'm back to Karl Pilkington, still talking like that, but without the afro. That is perfect. You've got... Why don't you call the FBI and say, listen, I can save you billions of dollars a year. You're a genius, Karl.
Right. It's not my sort of thing, singing and dancing. We've got enough singers and dancers anyway in the country. Why we still have Pop Idol and X Factor? Everyone's singing. I mean, this is a school. Look at them. They're not doing English and maths. Piss arsing about, jumping to Van Halen. Where's the doctors? The plumbers? When I had a problem with my boiler, I had to wait 2 weeks because no plumbers about. If I need someone to come around and sing and dance, loads of them, but we've got enough. I haven't got a taste for it, honestly. This isn't like a big life-changing moment. Oh, Karl's finally found his destiny. I don't want to do this. See you standing there with your back against the record machine. Ain't the worst you can see. Well, you know what I mean? Come on.
imagine you singing.
I've never been that embarrassed. Do you know how I always say to you that you give me anxiety dreams? I panic and stuff because of the things you set up, and that time when I had a dream about being in a toilet and you opened the door and there was a big audience looking at me having a shit. It was exactly the same feeling I had in my dream as that. I just wanted to wake up and for it to go away. It was shocking.
And the weird thing about that dream, it's not particularly sort of Freudian or symbolic, right, as an anxiety dream, because I often open the door when you're having a shit to annoy you.
That's true, actually.
So,
yeah.
It's quite a justified dream.
That's normal.
Have a great time, man. I'll see you soon.
All right.
At the radio station, Hammond dragged us straight into a planning meeting with the show's rather nervous-looking producers.
Fill this in. So if we come out at the top of the hour here, you've got news, and then you've got sport, and then you've got weather.
Hold on a minute, it just says story there. What story?
So these are items throughout your programme.
Yeah, so we've got to think of things to talk about.
On the day we did this show, there was certainly no shortage of material. John Prescott, for instance, had been caught with his trousers down.
Is this not the single most amazing story ever?
And Charles Clarke had lost 1,000 immigrants. So what did James think would most interest the listeners?
Because when you're at the jet wash, should the bonger go off halfway through the cycle or at the end?
Also, the show was going out live, which could be a problem, given the loose connection between Jeremy's brain and mouth.
Right, the average weekly audience is about 250 to 300,000.
Not all of them are in invalid carriages.
Oh! Get this idea out of your head.
Sorry, you said invalid carriages.
Well, what's the weather?
You will make sure he doesn't say things like that this afternoon.
What? Right, now I want you to show me how I control this 8-foot gorilla. What do you suggest I do?
The meeting rambled on for ages, during which time nothing got sorted.
The idea of reading the news butt naked.
Almost.
And then, with just over an hour to go...
I still don't understand any of this.
So, at 1:15 and 1:45, there are the headlines that James can read.
With half an hour to go, Jeremy suddenly announced, worryingly, that he'd been working on a plan.
Tonight, there won't be a single queue or jam in this region because I'm doing the travel on this show.
With 0 hour fast approaching, even Jeremy got busy.
Got it.
As I acquainted myself with the studio, James set about mastering some of the station's other technical equipment. With just a few minutes to go, 250,000 Southern Counties listeners were starting their journeys home.
Richard, where's the turntable? Brought the record.
Jeremy, there is no turntable. It's 2006.
And they were all expecting their usual slick and helpful drive time show.
You've got your interview first, haven't you, as well?
Who? What interview?
You've got, oh my God, that's me.
I haven't got them. No, James, you can't just nick
I've got
those.
MacArthur.
We were primed and ready.
BBC Southern Counties Radio.
Good luck, everybody.
We're going to the bank holiday Monday.
Here we go.
Southern Counties Radio, I'm Alina Jenkins.
That shouldn't have happened. I'm going to fade it out, and then you're going to talk.
Right.
Is that it? Is that your intro? Can I just say good afternoon? This is still BBC Southern Counties Radio. And
We weren't what you'd call slick.
Can I do the weather?
Yeah.
I've lost it. Have you got the headlines?
Yeah.
I've got them.
Yeah. No, you do them.
I haven't got any headlines.
And the jingles Richard had brought along were dreadful.
So you think of this one, lads? It's great.
I've been driving in my car, listening to Jeremy Clarkson.
How much did you spend making those?
£5 a pop.
No matter, we would redeem ourselves with my new, brilliant and extremely complicated traffic system. What I've done here is I've fixed up a link between the Highways Agency's headquarters in Godstone in Surrey, so I can see all the traffic cameras from all the motorways in the region. Now what's happening is we've got an outside broadcast truck at Godstone. It's firing its signal up to a satellite 22,000 miles in space, back down to White City in London. They're firing down to a switching station in Tunbridge Wells, and here we are in the studio looking, and if I can swing the camera around now, we can get it off the main pictures. I can even zoom in.
With full control of the cameras, Jeremy could reveal his big plan.
Instead of telling you where the traffic jams are, I am going to give you the registration number of the car that has caused them.
So, he's not just reporting on the traffic, he's bossing it about.
Brave. Now, who's this for coming down in a Volkswagen van? You're leaving a 200-yard gap there. Now, close up.
While Jeremy was shouting at the traffic, James and I were getting to grips with the music.
No, don't tell me. As promised earlier, it is Wang Chung and Dancehall Days.
Oh, you sprung that on me, rather. Do you want to do that again, James?
As promised earlier, it's Wang Chung and Dancehall Days.
Maybe just once more for me, mate.
Just play something else.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's right.
He's no idea.
I'd just like to apologise.
BBC Southern Counties Radio Travel.
Hello, is that me?
That was slick.
It was time for another of Jeremy's rubbish travel reports.
Oh no, look at that! Somebody, here we go. Somebody in a, it seems to be a Land Rover Discovery has jackknifed while carrying a trailer. No, it's a 4x4, it's a good job it was, that's why he's still alive. Lucky you didn't listen to the Liberal Democrats on that one. The two outer lanes of the motorway, please get out of them, because they're blocked by an idiot in a Mitsubishi who's managed to crash into his own trailer. And people are moving over far too soon, which means that the motorway network is not being fully utilised. We paid for it, drive right up to the crash, use it, and then get your window down and tell the man exactly what you think of his driving.
Precisely.
Oh no, what we've got here is a travel flash, actually. My thanks to Janice. She tells us that in Dorking High Street, a caravan has come adrift of the car blocking one lane. The police are in attendance. Police, are you armed? I hope they are. They could take it out and just shoot the drivers.
Thank you very much. That's the travel with Jeremy Clarkson.
Even we could see the show was pretty bad. But then it got worse. Hammond mistimed a trip to the loo, and while he was in there, a song finished. Hello? Is there somebody there? Is anybody there? Hello?
Come on!
Oh. Then I forgot I was going out live. Well, he's ginger and he's Welsh. Okay. And then we upset the station's sports reporter.
204 for 9, the latest score. Karl Hopkinson 45. Rana is 26 not out. 3 wickets apiece for Dominic Thornley and Sean Irvine. As for Surrey, they're going much...
That happens.
53 for 3, is that good? I don't understand.
They've scored 253 runs and they've lost 3 wickets, sir. It is cricket. It's a game that's been played in this country for about 300 years.
What, the same
why
game?
don't you get the Observer's Book of Cricket, which will tell you all of the regulations that you need to know, and then you'll be okay. Well, now... I'm sorry.
Worse still, my traffic system really wasn't working out as planned. The cameras were not able to give enough detail, so my reports were becoming a little vague.
Jeremy, go.
It's all completely hopeless. Everywhere I can see people in Astras, M25, Godstone's jammed up at Junction 6, Barrow Green. Don't use it. Don't use it. Stay at work, be productive, and buy a helicopter.
It's not particularly helpful what you're telling them there.
No. I therefore decided to personalise my reports.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Bit fed up as I can't work out whether I'm supposed to be turning off the M25 or not. We're trying to get home tonight.
Where are you? So you're
I'm going anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. You, my son, have had it.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm screwing it up. With the traffic system ruined, we were running out of things to say.
Which is, if you use a jet wash, should the bonger on each cycle go off at the end of the cycle or in the middle? If the bonger goes off at the end of the foamy brush cycle and you've only done the bonnet, you've had it.
The switchboard began to light up with angry listeners, one of whom was called Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith. Hello, Mrs. Smith.
I came home from work at 5 o'clock, and what a load of rubbish this is, and I think it's absolutely dreadful. I've been an avid listener to Southern Counties for a number of years. For God's sake, bring back Dominic Busby and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's all a load of rubbish. Thank you and good night.
With the locals ready to lynch us, we decided to get out early. This is a 9-minute song. By the time it's over, our show's over. We could. Do you want to walk through Brighton after the show we just did?
I've got the car round the back.
By the time this is over, we can be.
No, to the back. Down the back stairs. Sorry, down the stairs. Yeah. Run!
I'm going.
Sorry.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
I was listening to the radio in England a few weeks back, Radio 4, quite highbrow. There was a discussion about political correctness. My name came up straight away, right? And there was this woman on there going, oh, yeah, well, it's not right. Ricky Gervais, he makes jokes about fat people. He wouldn't make jokes about gay people, would he? And being fat is like being gay. What? No, it's not. What? You can't choose your sexuality. As we've established, you choose whether to eat too much or not. You know, with your sexuality, you're born, you grow up, you discover you like same-sex relationships, and that's it. You're gay, okay? For being gay to be the same as being fat, you'd have to be born, be straight, grow up knowing you're straight, but gradually and consciously wean yourself onto cock. Oh. Happy 16th birthday, son. This is Raoul. Suck his cock. Sorry, father? Suck his cock. 16 now, suck his cock. I don't like cock, father. Doesn't like cock. How do you know if you've never tried it? Ah! Suck his cock. I don't... Suck one cock. Suck... that's not sucking it, that's playing with you. Put it in your mouth. Put it... oh. Look, have a go, you might like it. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? I fucking love these. If that happened, then being gay would be the same as being fat, but it doesn't, so it's not. Okay.
Hello, I'm Ricky Gervais. I'm here in London, in my office, but I'm not writing another award-winning series. No, I'm chilling out with my friend. Look who he is. It's only Elmo.
Hi, everybody. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Throw money, throw money. That's a little joke.
Well, Elmo, I've invited you...
I'm a little low. Can you put him up on the couch?
Do you want that? There you go.
Oh, quick, thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, Elmo's good. Elmo's so happy to see you here. And Elmo's so happy to be in London, too.
Well, last time we met, we were in New York, weren't we? On Sesame Street.
Where Elmo lives, yeah.
Where you live, and it was a great pleasure. I actually cited meeting you as the highlight of my career.
Really? Elmo feels sorry for you, Mr. Gervais.
I don't get out enough, do I?
No.
Now, Elmo, it was...
Something there.
You know they're my pyjamas.
Really? You work in your pyjamas?
Well, you were in your pyjamas
Boy,
last time.
Boy, he must be really important.
Exactly.
You can wear whatever you want to wear.
I know. I can do what I want here. It's my office. This is my town. And when I was there, I noticed that you were surrounding yourself with, like, weird things. Little monsters and strange...
Oh, Mr. Gervais, we don't call them weird.
No, but...
They're family.
But they're not sort of normal, are they, really?
Well, no.
They're all different shapes and sizes,
and colours,
funny voices, and that. But I've got a little surprise for you, because I've got my own little weird friend that I think you should meet, that I think you'll get on with.
Really?
It's only Warwick Davis.
Mr. Warwick Davis? Hello.
Come on. Oh, there you go. Look.
Oh, you get that done to you too, huh?
Fine, here we are. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, dear.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to meet you as well, hiya.
Wow.
Fantastic. It's just good to be here.
Yeah.
Right, Ricky, yeah.
It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah. He's got a little suit on.
Yeah.
We could get you something like this, couldn't we? A little furry outfit or something.
No, I've done the furry outfit.
Oh, Amway, what do you think of him?
Well, Emma thinks you're wonderful. I'm going to see you in a bunch of movies.
I know he'd like you.
Yeah,
Are you? Yeah. I knew they'd get along.
It's so good to meet you.
Look at this. I
we
can't
are.
believe like that.
Yeah,
oh,
together.
God.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. what? Will you come to Sesame Street?
Oh, I'd love to see
no,
that.
very much
You
so.
put him in a little dustbin or something.
No,
and
I'd
he-
have to be in a little...
little pop-up in a little dustbin.
What, Oscar?
And you'd get to meet, like, you know, interesting people, because they have big guests on there, and they go, look, do you want to meet Elmo? Yeah, hello, Elmo. And they go, do you want to meet Grover? Yeah, hello, Grover. Look who's in the bucket. It's Warwick Davis. Oh, yeah. It's Warwick Davis in the bucket. We love Warwick Davis in the bucket. Oh, God. Oh.
Boy, this is such a wonderful surprise, Mr. Gervais.
I know. See?
Thanks for bringing Mr. Warwick.
You can't keep him, though, because he's got to go back to... where do you live?
I live in a house.
Oh, I'd love to see that little house.
It's not little, you know, imagine it.
Oh, God. Oh. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Bye, bye.
Say goodbye.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Mr.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. We'll
Mr.
chat later.
Warwick.
Yeah, kiss him if you want. Go on. Kiss him.
Well, coming up to today's show, as I said, we've got all the greatest hits of... the
greatest hits?
No, you see...
No, that is what you said.
Now, I was going to say that there'll be no swearing on today's show. There was a lot... No, there's going to be none at all. No profanity or filth or anything like that on today's show. There was too much last week, and it's got to be stopped, seriously.
What, the boss, was it? Is he really nobbling you?
No, higher authority than him.
Really?
Yeah.
What, the radio authority? Have
No.
they been on to you? I'll tell you, the reason is because you were just pushing it to last night. I'm not surprised at
it was my mum. I got to stop swearing. Well, it was her birthday, and I phoned her in the week, and she launched straight into it. I was well, listen to this.
You taped your mum?
Yeah, listen.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Oh. Do you know you don't have to go far on your radio, don't you?
What?
Your language, my son.
What?
Well, arse and piss and C-T.
I didn't say it. Yeah, no, it's all bleeps out. It's all electronically cleaned up.
No. You take it steady. I didn't bring you up that way.
Yeah, well, I got it from you. You used to F and C all over the place when I was little.
No, I didn't.
Well, you used to come in with a bottle of gin in one hand and a cigar in the other.
You lying git.
Yeah, no. Yeah. From a bingo, right? You used to come in with a vicar.
Yeah.
Used to get Nicky's sherry. You used to come in, effing and blinding. You know, I'm 5 years old. How am I meant to be?
You lying toad. You lying toad.
How old are you?
73.
73.
And I used to correct you in every way you spoke.
Yeah.
You didn't learn a lot. You got a real old Berkshire accent.
Well, yeah, I wonder where that came from.
And that other bloke, tell him your handle is Ricky.
Why? What's the matter?
And it's not Gervais, it's Gervais. So correct him when he's on the radio.
Yeah.
Your handle is Ricky.
Yeah. Do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping this.
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping.
Faith No More from Out of Nowhere on XFM 104.9. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
What?
Gervais? Oh, it's got to be Ricky Gervais. My mummy says it's got to be Ricky Gervais.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Don't call me Gervais anymore. It's Ricky Gervais.
Honestly, you don't want to wind her up.
What's all that nonsense about handle? Your handle is Ricky Gervais. What handle? What's she talking about?
She was into CB, wasn't she?
What?
Yeah. She was not younger then. She was about 60. Right. And it was at its peak, and she used to go around, you know, saying like, I'm in the land of the brain bottles, I'll be at eyeball, pregnant roller skate, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what she was talking about. I'm in the pub, right? She used to have a gang.
What, your mum?
Yeah, used to have, they're called the backyardies. They used to come out and, you know, be in the garden. Right. You know, doing a bit of gardening and sort of crazy paving. Hey, help me with that rockery, Lil Chill. That was her name.
Chill?
Yeah, it was next door. Her name was Lil, and she married Mr. Chill, so she was Lil Chill. Yeah, honestly, you don't want to wind her up. We've got an ad break, then Radiohead, and then the second half of the call. You know why I'm scared of her after this.
XFM.
Yeah, I was funny, right, because I was in Crowley's show earlier. Gary Crowley. Have you heard of Gary Crowley?
I don't know whether I have or not.
Gary Crowley's a DJ.
Oh.
You better say yes, you have, because he's going to listen to this.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of him?
Not bad.
Oh.
But listen, we've taped all your last 3 weeks. I'm just going to send it to Larry today.
Yeah?
for him to hear.
Good.
You go careful. You do not go near the bone.
I bet you can't wait. You don't believe I'm going to play this, do you?
Not if there's any swearing on there, you better not.
Well, you wouldn't swear, would you?
No.
You would,
I never taught you to swear anyway. I used to correct you in everything you said and done.
Yeah.
Even to the teas in the water. You remember? And the teas in the butter.
You've never had water?
No.
Unless it's mixed in with beer?
No.
Remember when you taught me to do the dustman's blow when you hold one nostril and blow it all out the others?
You filthy animal.
You taught me that.
I did not.
You used to come in and you used to, if I was naughty, you used to gob at me.
Ian, I'm talking filthy. You know I couldn't do that because things like that makes me sick anyway. Yeah.
I can't wait to play this on Sunday.
No, and I won't wait to get up there and get you.
Do us an ident. Say, Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
104.9.
104.9?
Yeah. That's it.
I think that's a nice Berkshire accent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay then, 73.
Yeah, don't tell everybody. They all want to join in.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I'll,
Right.
73.
And you go careful what you're saying.
All right then.
Right.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. So, no swearing, Steve, yeah?
I can't believe you're scared of your mum.
I'm not scared of my mum.
You're scared of your mum.
And you said I was drinking last night on the show. Last time. I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Well, you might not have been drinking. You were smoking.
Oh, she knows I don't smoke.
Well, no, she knows you don't smoke cigarettes.
You don't know her, Steve.
Hey, and what about does she know about the steroids? Hey, I mean, how do you explain that physique when you go around to see her?
She just thinks I work out a lot.
Well, it just seems to me, Gervais, that, no swearing on the Ricky Gervais Show. I mean, that's what's made our name. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean...
Butter, it is. There's 2 T's in butter.
It just seems to me, Gervais, that you're compromising the show. You're compromising the show.
I wouldn't compromise the show just when my mum's listening. It's Kenny Rogers.
Alright, this is Speaker's Corner in London, where every Sunday people can just turn up, stand on a box, and sort of, shout out what's on their mind.
All women! Back to the kitchen! Now!
The bloke you're about to see, that's him there, he's called Howard, and he normally comes here to spread the word about how he's going to live forever.
I'm not there to convince them that I'm right. They can go away and think I'm a complete lunatic for all that matters.
Ricky told me about him ages ago, and when he said he was bringing out a DVD called Fame, I kind of thought, it'd be an ideal opportunity to meet up with Howard and have a chat with him because, fame, I'm going to live forever. Sort of works, doesn't it? I met up with Howard at a park near his house one morning just before he was going off to Speaker's Corner. He started off by telling me how it all came about.
Over a period of 16 years, from 1970 to 86, I discovered a process to stop the physical ageing process of the body. As I say, it took me about 16 years to work out. Now, what I discovered is that everybody's mind operates within a standard framework, and you go through the process of life everyone's familiar with. You physically age and die. Well, I found a way, over a period of 4 years, I say from 82 to 86, approximately, where it's possible to pull one's mind out of the standard framework into an alternative framework, and within that alternative framework, the physical body doesn't age.
But have I got this as well, or is this just unique to you?
It's unique to me, yes.
So even though you're telling me I couldn't...
No, there's certain laws operating in the universe that only allow one person to work it out, so it only applies to me, so it's not transferable. Because often people get disappointed, but they don't seem to realise that that is the situation.
Well, do they feel like you're just showing off then? Because in a way it's kind of like, look what I've got.
Yeah, that's true, but I try to explain to them, if they can see it, that I'm not actually showing off. The position is that this is what my vocation is in life. And they say, and someone turns around and says, that's not fair. Well, let's look at it realistically. Is life fair? It isn't, is it?
Not
really.
For everyone.
No, not for everyone. It's not really fair. That's the situation. I can't alter the laws of the universe. So it's not my fault. It's not blaming me.
Would that annoy you if there was someone? If I said, Howard, the reason I'm seeing you is because I've got the same thing?
As far as I'm concerned, it's not possible. As I said, certain laws operating in the universe only allow one person to work it out. Of course, someone's going to ask me...
But who's made that rule?
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's where it stops. It's difficult to go into that. So, it's difficult to explain that.
The other thing is, if there was another one, people would sort of try and pair you off, wouldn't they? They'd say, oh, you can live together forever. But that wouldn't be the best thing, would it? Because you'd be sick of each other.
You'll soon find that this thing is totally ignored. I mean, after you have as I said, the initial conversation, one doesn't normally discuss it again. It's just one of those things.
So you don't bring it up in other bits when it comes to like insurance and stuff like that?
Just forget about all that.
You just leave it because it's just too complicated?
No, there's no point in mentioning it. That'd be what I call inappropriate.
But you are happy with it, you're not?
Yeah, I've adjusted. In life you have to adjust to things, don't you? Whatever happens, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, one hope it doesn't happen to you, but you could one day have an accident or you lose an arm. Well, it's terrible to start off with, but after a while you have to adjust. Because some people in a situation like that might get very bitter for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So
it's understandable, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's understandable if they do. I say it's not a very good analogy there.
But what about you? You know, you sort of living forever, though. You could still lose an arm or a leg, couldn't you?
Well, no. I'm protected by the spirit world. That sort of situation won't occur.
What? No harm at all. You can't...
Within reason. I mean, obviously you can get a cold or things like that. But
you can't lose a leg, or...?
No, that's impossible.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm protected by... See, people think there's only one world, the physical world, but there's two worlds. The physical world and the spirit world. I'll still be in the physical world, whereas you'll be in the spirit world.
But doesn't that annoy you, because you'll never get to see the spirit world?
Well, it is possible. Some people have seen glimpses of the spirit world before they physically die. There's something called near-death experiences.
Yeah, I've had that.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was on an ice pop.
Oh, I see.
That went down the wrong way on my throat and I was choking, and my mum had to give me that fireman's thing where they, get air to you, squeeze you around the belly.
Oh, I see.
But I didn't see anything. I didn't see like a person standing over me saying welcome or whatever would happen.
I see. Very good. So it was an uplifting experience.
It's horrible.
I'm sure it is. Well, they are.
I always say I want to live to be about 74, 75, and then I reckon by that point I'll have had enough, I think.
You think? Oh, dear.
How old are you now?
Well, see, now let's make clarification, because you're talking about age for a minute. See, in this alternative frame, I won't age. So I won't get any older than I am now.
What, in terms of the way you look?
Physical, yeah. Now, let's say how old when my body stopped aging in 1986, so that now I was 42.
You're 42. So birthdays, in effect, they're a waste of time to you, aren't they? Because it doesn't mean anything.
Well, do they mean anything to you?
It just means I'm getting a bit nearer to dying.
That's how you perceive it. Some people like celebrating their birthdays regardless.
No, I don't. So what do you do for a birthday? I mean, is this sort of an in-joke with your friends?
No, it's just someone might send me a card and that's it. I mean, I'm not too concerned.
No, but do they joke in it? It's like, here's another one.
No. If I tell people about my vocation in life and they want proof, I normally don't give it because I'm not there to prove anything. I'm there, my mission is to tell people about it, anyone who's particularly interested. I'm not there to convince them that I'm right. They can go away and think I'm a complete lunatic, for all that matters. I'm not worried.
Do you think they'll start listening more when you're a lot older, because then they'll go, oh, he wasn't joking?
They might make a joke later, but they might have died by the time, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean...
I don't know what matters. That's kind of... I just bumble along, that's what you do. You're born and you try and get on with it and you try and enjoy yourself. But everything, you see, everything in life normally comes to an end, doesn't it? So it's hard to get your head around. It's like when people say the universe goes on forever. You go, oh, don't talk about it.
Well, so what? If it does, big deal, so what?
Well...
It doesn't affect you.
No, but it's weird. You can't get your head around it, can you? Because everything's got a lifespan, normally.
Well, we always think everything has a beginning and an end.
But most things do. Tell me something else apart from you that is going to be on this planet forever.
Well, there's the Earth, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's always been turfed and that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it.
All you're doing is having a haircut. I'm talking about, like, something that lasts forever, that you don't have to do anything. 2.
I
There's
don't
nothing.
know. I don't think there's anything, to be quite frank.
A tortoise, that is the only thing that you sort of think lives for ages, but even
We've just recorded T4. Bit stressful for you, isn't it?
well, stressful.
Yeah.
Don't enjoy. You see, I've never done interviews for a job or anything.
No.
And that's what that feels like. You've got to impress them. It's that thing at the moment of a USP. What's your USP?
Yeah.
One of Suzanne's mates got a son.
Yeah.
Who's must be 16 or something.
Yeah.
Went for a job interview at Waitrose. That's what they asked him. What's your USP?
Really?
Stacking beans.
Okay, yeah.
You don't
yeah.
need a USP for that.
You didn't even want a job, did you? You didn't even go to school.
Yeah, I didn't like school. There was no payback there for me at school.
Of course, what education is the payback?
They didn't teach me anything of any use. I'll tell you what they should do at school. I'll tell you where I learnt most stuff from.
Go on.
Bullseye. Jim Bowen. General knowledge. There's a maths bit in it where
Spelling.
you're adding up.
Yeah.
Spelling. Let's check it with Bully.
Although current affairs would have them in trouble, wouldn't it?
But you don't really need to know current affairs. I think
Because
it
they
gets in the way.
change.
They change.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Are you listening, kids? You don't need to know current affairs. You don't need to go to school. You need to get Challenge TV. What advice would you give to kids today? Is someone watching there, they're, I don't know, 13, 14, maybe worried about exams? What am I going to do?
We're not
with my
worrying
life?
that much, are they? They're sat on the internet like that watching this. Turn that off for the start. That's a starting point.
Okay, well, not yet though. Don't turn it off yet, because
Well,
Uncle
they can if they
Carl,
want, they should
Uncle
be.
Carl is going to give you advice. I'll play a young kid, a young teenager, right? Right, and you've got to inflame my quest for knowledge, my quest for excellence, my quest for achievement. Okay, right? All right, Carl.
Right. What do you think about when you sat there now?
Just nothing. Just thinking that I wish I was sitting here more. In a way, I'm sitting here enough, and I wish I was sitting here more.
Yeah, I couldn't handle a kid like that, to be honest. You're that gormless. I mean, it's today's youth like that.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. Okay. Right. What if I was like this? Right. Right. Right, Carl. I'm fed up. I don't want to do anything with my life. Life's never going to get any better for me.
Well, maybe it isn't, actually. If you're like this... You can, because there's no point building you up and making you have this dream that you're going to be a professor or something if you look like that. There's more divs in the world at the end of the day. And sometimes we have to accept that there is kids at home watching this who are like that. They're probably going, oh, yeah, it's like me. They are like that, and they're not going to get anywhere. So there's no point building them up and saying, don't be like that. You could be a lawyer, you could be a solicitor. They're not going to be. There's a lot of idiots in the world. So, live with it.
Hello, everyone at Warner's. Thank you so much for getting behind the DVD. Hope you're enjoying your Q4 presentation. We're right behind it. We're going to do TV and radio and really make this a big seller. We hope.
What are they doing? What are they doing towards this? What is this all about?
Well, we're...
What do you mean presentation? Why are they having all this?
Well, we're motivating them to sort of go
You
out and
shouldn't
sell
need
it.
motivating. It's the job. They're either good at the job or they're not. If they're not, get rid of them. I mean, Alan Sugar doesn't piss about like this. If someone's weak, he kicks them out early. Why are we having a little presentation? When you say presentation, is it a night out? I bet they're all sat there going, what's all this about? Oh, another DVD, whatever. Get the drinks in, Harry. That's what annoys me. This isn't going to motivate them at all. It makes no difference. It's just another free night out. It's their job to sell this. Why have we got to help them get behind it? Do your job. Does this happen in any other job? Doctors doing surgery. I'm not in the mood for this. Let's have a presentation. Let's get the family in. Please help me, Grandma. She's not been well. She needs surgery. All right, let's do it for them. No, they just get out there and do it because they paid. So get off your arse and get out there. Water 4. That means they have 4 of these a year then, does it? You have to keep being reminded of the job. Don't forget, you've got to get out there and get off your arse and sell stuff. Fuck me.
So thanks very much. we got to look into this. If anyone knows why Dumpty was an egg, if Hubbard eventually found a dog a bone, and what was the little one doing? What did the little one think he was doing, for God's sake?
When I saw my dad last year, he was telling me about a fella who's got some clothes you can see through. What's that one?
You don't mean the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yeah, what's that one about?
Well, that's a genuinely good little parable, that.
Yeah, because it's now used for people who are scared to sort of slag something off because it's sort of like really cool and they don't want to be the one that shouts it, and then one person goes, hold on,
very briefly, Carl, very briefly, the king wants some new clothes, right? He's the king, he goes, who's going to make me some new clothes? Various people come to me, says, I don't like that, it's not interesting enough. One guy, who's just a bit of a con artist, he comes along, he goes, I've made you this magic suit, look, and it's nothing. He goes, put it on, the king puts on nothing, because there is nothing, but thinks there's something, because, you know, he wants to buy into it and everything.
And he goes, it's the finest stitching, he goes, look at it, can you see it? No, they have to say, only a genius can see how good this suit is. And the king goes, yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. It's great. And he goes out, and just, is it a woman or a little kid?
Well, everyone's applauding it, they're going, you look great, even though his tackle's hanging out, he's, you know, he's nothing.
Even though he's got a king-size, sort of like, bit of meat and two veg, wobbling, dragging down the street.
Exactly. And then one little boy goes, he's not wearing anything.
The king is in the Altogether. Know that one?
So, well, did anyone else buy one? Or was...
Oh.
Okay, play record.
Play a record, Carl.
Play a record.
Carl, just play a song.
Jesus.
That bunch.
Right.
And, I'm assuming there's some questions there, Carl.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band. Yeah. Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly. Well, not really. Although people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
That's, yeah. So that's the first one.
He's not going to change his mind? What do you mean, You've just got them written out, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so I didn't write the answer down.
Oh, for God. Don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
What do you, well, you can't remember it? You came up with it, there's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird, it's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway, I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. Email in and tell us the answer.
This is a shambles, isn't it?
Hang on a minute.
On, keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
And you don't know
You don't know that is?
I'm sure it'll come to me once I see it on email.
What do you mean? Once they get it, you'll agree with them?
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant.
Come
Imagine
on,
Jeremy Paxman doing that, going...
Yeah, University Times.
Is that right? Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the final one?
The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
Alright, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him, he ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Alright.
Okay.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Neil Young, Alabama. Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face, like play some adverts.
Alright, no, I don't know you just
Wow.
We've
not... even Jonathan Ross couldn't save this show.
No.
It is the only A celebrity I know.
Yeah,
I'm all out of ideas. I thought we'd have a trivia game. That's rubbish, because he can't read.
All right.
Yeah, and that's what is it?
So are we knocking the trivia game on the
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's have one final question.
What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
For the Pope one.
I don't know.
We couldn't even figure out the question, Carl.
What's the stone? What's the stone?
Hang on a minute.
Just entertain yourselves at home while Carl looks for the question.
Amethyst.
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 Yeah.
Amthirst. No, she was the first woman MP, I think you'll find. Amthirst. Ruby or Diamondo?
So have you got maybe a final question,
That's
Carl?
still one on it. Okay, do a decider and then we knock this on the head.
Yeah.
Go on then.
What?
Who?
Have you not been practicing in all these? We've had ads, we've had music.
Oh, where? What?
Rick, I don't think we should call ITV later with this.
Maybe he was talking about Jonathan's inquiry about sartorial elegance tonight. Where what?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like summed up that conversation in just two.
You'll like this. Peter the Great. You ever heard of Peter the Great?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, Peter the Great had his wife's lover
Oh.
executed.
You'll love this, Carl.
Right. So his wife had a lover. He had him executed, and he put his head into a jar of alcohol, and his wife had to keep it in her bedroom. Do you understand? That's every time she saw, every morning she'd wake up, and there was her lover's head.
Who took his head off? He took his own head off.
Play a record.
Play a record.
She had a lover, and oh, never mind. Never mind. Mad World on XFM. We just had a text, Rick, from Andrew Barnes. He says he watched the same documentary, it would appear, as Carl did in the week. And he says here, just to clarify, the leech nose man got it up there when drinking from a muddy stream. And he goes on, one can only imagine the frightenedness he experienced.
Oh, Carl. Explain to him once more what happened with Peter the Great.
Alright, so we've got Peter the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And his wife had a lover.
That's another man.
Another man.
Not Peter the Great.
She was having an affair with someone else.
Right.
And Peter the Great, he found out about that. Okay?
Yeah.
So he sliced off this bloke's head, he killed him, he executed him.
Right.
You with me so far?
The fella who
Oh, Jesus.
She was seen for a bit.
Yeah, there's only two fellas involved.
There's two people
though.
involved. One's Peter the Great, the other one's not.
Right.
The guy that's not Peter the Great...
Derek the Terrible.
Derek the Rubbish.
Yeah.
Right? He's having an affair with Peter the Great's missus. So Peter the Great slices off his head, puts it inside a jar of alcohol to preserve it, and puts it in his wife's bedroom. So every morning she wakes up, she sees her dead lover's head.
You'd have thought he wouldn't have wanted her to remember, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Best bury the head so she don't remember.
Well, it was a reminder so as not to put it about.
And did it work?
Oh, I don't know.
I love that. Again, that to me is an amazing thing to do. And you go, did it work? I mean, you've got quite an interesting mind, actually. I mean, you are, in some ways, really, really bright and intelligent. I love the way you think. You're one of the cleverest blokes in some ways that I know.
My dad always says I've got common sense.
Well.
Yeah.
And that's more important than knowing about,
But it's what, it's like you follow the subplot, which is quite an interesting thing, do you know what I mean? It's like, you tell you a story, you'll always pick up on something that I didn't even think was an important bit. It's like you're always, you're looking out of the window all the time.
So what's important about that head thing?
What do you mean?
The head in the jar.
It's a grotesque thing to do. It shows ego, power, cruelty, and revenge.
Although I think it probably did work, because he is called Peter the Great.
Yeah.
So you'd assume he got it right.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can query that. That's the sort of facts you give us. You see now, you're on the other side of the fence, and you've got questions, just like we've always got questions.
No, but in Carl's thing, it would have been, turns out, some weird happened, right, and he was still alive.
Yeah.
And so she was still having sex with body, and his head was watching.
Yeah.
And Peter the Great didn't even know.
See how he's perked up?
I understand what you're saying. Now I've learned some other stuff, so I'll see if I can, educate you a bit before 3.
But I want to know. See what? I'll tell you what education I want. I want to know what sort of things I can buy this weekend.
Butt plugs.
No. Have you got any adverts?
Oh yeah.
I've got another fact for you, Carl. Might be of interest to you. This is the final one. the ancient Babylonians had few... What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst! What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton?
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And, a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment, or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts, and they go, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact
understand
that goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of thing?
Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor, I've given a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of learning interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
Carl, any New York related pun song titles?
New York.
Not New York or anything with New York, that's too it. Just something a little bit more lateral.
Do you know anyone who lives over there who's a native New Yorker?
Good one.
Nice.
Well, I said no New York though, so do one without New York in the title.
Do you know anyone who's been born in the USA?
Well, it's not specifically New York, is it? It's a big place, USA, so it's got to be to do with New York, but not mention New York.
What? So he's a. They're living in the city.
Well, that's any city. That's any city. Yeah, but it's any city. It's got to be.
This is exhausting.
Well, think. Positively 4th Street. We just said loads there.
Yeah, well, you've had first dibs. Hang on a minute. The world.
That noise is actually Carl's brain just turning over. Go on.
What's the one about one big apple?
That's what's one. That the world is.
Yeah.
Well, I know what he's thinking of. The world is just a great big onion.
Joe the taxi.
Well, that could be anywhere.
But a New York taxi.
But no, but that's not the title of the song. If it was New York Taxi, it would be banned anyway, because it's got New York in the title. We had Big Yellow Taxi, that is New York, it doesn't mention New York, it's a Joni Mitchell song, it works.
It's that picture now on a freeze frame.
What are the other streets?
Oh God! Carl! Okay, right. Say something right, think of something to do with New York, then see if that is a title of a song, and then say it out loud with your mouth. So something to do with New York. Is that a title of a song? Does it have New York in the title? If it doesn't, but it is about New York, then say the title of the song. So far, you've come up with titles with New York in the title.
Can you think of any others?
Well, yeah, we will in a
Have you
minute.
got one on your head?
I don't. Yeah, because you said that we had first dibs. You just saw how quick we just came up with them then. So come up with one.
What's the name of the statue? Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Is there any songs with Liberty in?
Well, well, yeah. If they're about the Statue of Liberty, I'd let you have that. Crosstown Traffic.
That could be any city.
No, but it was about New York. It was about crosstown. It was about crosstown traffic.
What's the one about?
Jesus.
Where the streets have no name, just numbers. Who sings it?
Isn't that
U2?
U2, yeah. There you go.
You could have had Angel of Harlem. That would have been easier.
That would have been easier, yeah. And the streets do have names down
I'm not sure
sort of
that is
downtown.
about that town, is it?
Well, they haven't got names. Where the streets have no name. Where's that? New York.
Is it? Are you sure?
Well, where else would they be?
Well, there are some streets with names there, aren't there?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, down south on Soho, they've all got names.
Yeah, but it's where the streets have no name. The streets in New York have no name, they're numbers.
No, some of them have names.
Where?
Well, we just named some. Bleecker Street.
Yeah, I'm talking about New York.
That's in New York! That's what Simon and Garfunkel wrote about it.
It's down in Soho, Bleecker Street.
I don't want to play.
What's your pet's hate?
Just when there's shit somewhere.
What?
Oh, when there's shit somewhere and you can't find it and it stinks.
What?
I hate that.
Isn't that funny? I didn't get that. What do you mean?
Just what have you put?
Faffing. Too much faffing. Like, is people always like, you can't do that? You have to phone 5 times. You have to put you on hold. People
Oh, you just mean an annoyance.
What did you think he meant?
He said a pet hate. I thought, right, okay, yeah, I would have said faffing.
What do you mean?
What do you hate about having a pet? When there's shit behind it.
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay.
I wouldn't word it like that.
I've known him for 10 years, and that surprised me.
Hang on, faffing.
That fucking surprised me. I'm really sorry about that.
Right, faffing, yeah, faffing.
A pet hate. When you're asleep and it licks your bollocks. What?
No, alright, I got the wrong end. Yeah, faffing, alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's great. Cheers. But XFM are bringing new listeners all the time. I've heard 4 or 5 a week.
Really?
Yeah. New listeners tune in to XFM 104.9.
Beware.
Yeah, yeah. And we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Karl is.
Sure.
Now, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, BAFTA award-winning actor and and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer. He was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days. When I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. And Karl said, well, I don't really work weekends. And they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot.
Sure,
He's got nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got a certain,
brings another dimension, yeah.
Yeah. And, he started having a little chat and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think, I was wondering maybe we should maybe play another tune, but after that, I just think we should re-familiarise our radio audience with Karl, and any new listeners, just somehow kind of let them get to know the real Karl again.
Well, if you are new, you'll find that we like some old songs, some new songs, some chit-chat. We get serious sometimes, there's some tears and some laughter.
Yeah.
We kicked off with Oasis' new one, Little by Little. We're going to go back in time now to Iggy Pop and his Stooges with I'm Bored.
Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a kind of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. You know, it can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, I think that, I thought it would take 3 or 4
I
questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the
Karl
first question.
about.
Absolutely
God.
incredible. But,
I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of.
Oh, right, okay.
Gay fella, straight, sort of man, woman.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's
this is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly. And, it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
A bit of both, that's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a ladyboy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is it?
I'll tell you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh, forget it.
Listen.
Play a record.
No, listen.
Come on. What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well.
Oh, Christ's sake!
It's a TV programme where they've got this...
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So
but the problem is... I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it, still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you mean? He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs.
Why do you do that?
His caps and the boys are still there in his wide fronts.
Why
but upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, I don't want to see him...
Well, can I just finish that sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right, what...
I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the gay thing.
I just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because...
You mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily... They're not necessarily gay.
They're not gay. They're often not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
clothes, aren't yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke, like Suzanne wears jeans?
No, but they... Yeah,
just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable, or they wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
Alright, and what's the deal with this fella who's got...
We don't know who this fella is.
No. We don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's hot.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No,
So all he's done, he's had the tits done, he's probably had the hormones, probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things, and whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's, you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that, I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just
Surely if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now that would be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week we were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
We can, so that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes, who didn't realise that this was a man, had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed her, they refused to let it be shown.
I agree though. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
it's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, you know, that's awful. I hated that.
Yeah.
Karl, the human body is one of the things that you're actually genuinely fascinated in. This is one of the things that you admit is quite amazing. And I think we all agree with that. Here's some quite incredible stats and facts about the human body. What do you think of this? 50,000 of the cells in your body will die and be replaced with new cells, all while you're listening to this sentence.
Go on.
Well, that's it.
What's the sentence?
That was the sentence.
What was the sentence again?
Well, it doesn't matter. The sentence doesn't matter. 50,000 just dying and being replaced in that time.
But what are they doing?
Different cells do different things. Some are taste buds. Some carry hemoglobin and oxygen to other cells.
Yeah.
Some are skin. Some are liver.
I've heard about skin. I've heard about skin, sort of.
What? What you heard? A rumour about skin. You heard about skin? What?
It's just it
keeps all your stuff from falling on the fucking floor.
Well, it's the thing that makes you what you are as well, doesn't it? More than anything.
Why?
Well, without the skin, you're just a skeleton. You look all the same.
No, you're not just a skeleton. No.
Other than your lungs and your heart and your kidneys and stuff. What I'm saying is,
I know all the flesh on top and all the blood vessels. And
I went to that bodies exhibition.
Yeah.
No, here we are. This is it. He knows all about the human body and science because he went to the bodies exhibition.
Do you know where the German fella cuts bodies up?
Yes.
Now, he had a load of people on show. Could have all been the same family. Because everyone, without the skin on their head, looks the same. Other than height, everybody looks exactly the same.
And that's why racism is so stupid.
Well, it's a good point. Good point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's saying that, though, I did think most of them were Chinese.
Well, there is obviously so much to discuss, Ricky. I wonder, in an effort just to provoke some initial thoughts, if I can offer another quote from the great Carl Sagan, who said, advances in medicine and agriculture have saved vastly more lives than have been lost in all the wars in history. So quite a...
yeah, just shows you shouldn't really worry about war.
What do you mean?
It's not a big problem, is it? Obviously. So, that's a good point there, Karl. War's not as bad as a lot of people make out. What do you think, Karl? Overrated? Too much fuss about all...
Well, I don't know anyone who's died in a war, but I know loads of people who have died from, you know, cancer and what have you. So, is that going on Karl's quote? Does that work? Is he right? What did he say?
Good, well, we're off to a fascinating start.
Into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet, right? And you see everything. And no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw like a woman.
Yeah.
That, right? And my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
You know, caftans.
Oh yeah.
What caftans?
Big bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear.
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were you?
It was like a ripped tennis ball. So.
Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Sonys. Well, I'll tell you more than that, Rick. You're going to need some time off just to have a little breather, because I know how hard you work.
And you, mate?
Well, thanks, mate, but I mean, you blinking work hard.
But Carl's been on holiday again, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, because, Carl, you don't do anything.
And you have weekends off. You take at least 5 or 6 weeks holiday a year, even though you haven't got a job now, you're meant to be doing this, and yet you still go
your whole life's a holiday, basically.
Yeah, why do you need a holiday to, you potter around, your big day last week was going to the cobblers, so... Why do you need a break so much this week?
It's just that, you know, it's good for your brain and that, isn't it? It opens it up a bit.
You are not evidence for that.
Where did you go?
Gran Canaria.
For a week?
Yeah.
Just sitting around?
Well, there isn't much else to do at Gran Canaria. I mean, I don't want to go slagging a place off, because every time I seem to talk about somewhere, get into trouble for it.
Right.
But it's just like a big rock. It's just volcanic, innit?
And you must have looked like a little barnacle on that.
Have you been there before?
Been near it before to another rock, which was just.
Well, what, you'd had your fingers burned, why did you go back?
Because you think, well, they can't have loads of these islands that are the same, like just a big rock with hotels on, they can't get away with it. So you think,
they
well,
obviously
the next
are
one...
getting away with it. But why do you keep going to these places that are rocks? Why don't you investigate first? Ask your travel agent, is this a giant rock?
Because that's what you do, innit? You go and find out yourself. I mean, when Armstrong went to the moon, what was he expecting up there? That's a fact, that's a big rock, and he still went all that way.
I don't know what that point was.
No, so what I'm saying is, though, sometimes...
Tell us about the moon landing. As you started, what do you know about that? You know, because I mean, so far you've given us a lot of insight into the moon landing. So there was Armstrong.
There was Armstrong and that.
Yeah.
There was a fella called Buzz.
Yeah.
And another bloke.
Yeah. Poor bastard.
Yeah, never remembered.
Yeah, go on.
And they went up there, got out. 2 of them did. One of them didn't bother. The one whose name, don't know who he was. Didn't even get out, stretch his legs, right? Went all that way. They had a potter about, had a wander, came back again.
Yeah.
So, that's all you need to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in your opinion, pointless?
To me, yeah. But to them, I'm sure they had a good time, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just take the risk, don't you? Go and visit a place, make up your own mind.
And so, what do you make of this place? You enjoy it, Gran Canaria? It was just a big rock, but did you...
I bet the moon was better.
Really?
What did you do?
It was just, you know, it's one of them, it was a big hotel, which is, that's where I made a mistake. It was one of those, like, big, massive places where there's loads of people, and, you know, you go for your dinner.
That describes a hotel.
Yeah.
No, you've nailed that.
I've been to a few, that sounds like it.
No, but, do you know what I mean, though? There's the nice small ones where it's just enough people, but this is, like, mental. And it was all, it was full of old people, really.
Oh.
I mean, that's probably why it's called Gran Canaria, right? Because there's just
Grannies everywhere.
Yeah, right. But what I thought I'd start doing is start a diary.
Okay, why?
Just because I sort of had a bit of time on my hands and that. Just thought, write it down, write stuff down.
And do you hope that this one day will become one of the great literary documents like Samuel Pepys' diary?
I haven't heard of that. Is it any good?
You've never heard of Samuel Pepys' diary?
No,
the most famous diary other than probably Anne Frank's.
I've heard of Anne Frank's and that, and I thought if she's sat in a loft, knocking stuff up, not much going on in her life at that point, yet she was still writing it down.
Yeah, whereas you've been to Gran Canaria, yeah.
I thought, so there is stuff going on that I can chat about. Start a diary.
Sure.
You started a diary?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Did you keep it up every day?
Yeah, just,
Oh, can I read it, please?
Well, a diary is meant to be sort of...
Please, can I read some out on this podcast? Carl...
Some of it, though, is only relevant to me. It's sort of...
Oh, this is... Please, give me it. Oh, my God.
I mean, this isn't... I haven't just...
Look how big it is!
It's one of those desk diaries.
It's huge. It's about a foot long, and it's Oh, that is amazing. Imagine if Anne Frank's had been like that. She got out... Right, everyone would have heard it clang down on the desk.
Yeah, but my writing's quite big, isn't it?
Oh, look, give us that.
Do you know about joined up writing? Have you heard about that?
There's no point. Sometimes you can't read it, can you? So it's best to look at
oh my God, it starts on the first day. This is wonderful. Going on holiday to Gran Canaria today. Woke up to the news that Tony Banks had died. There was a piece on the news about how everyone was shocked. got me thinking about an invention that was really good. Right. A watch that counted down your life. If it says you've got 3 days left, go to the doctors. Told Suzanne about invention. She said she wouldn't buy one. But she said that about the iPod.
How would this device work, this watch? I mean, how would you know when you were about to die? Is that a concern, again, not for you to worry about, presumably the boffins and the...
No, all I was thinking is that Tony Banks fella, you know, he died and everyone was shocked about it. But if you had, like, a little watch on...
But how does it work? You can't just say, wouldn't it be good? How would this work? Yeah, I imagine you in the patent office going, got an idea, they go, oh, certainly, Mr. Pilkington, what's your idea? Watch that counting down your life. Oh, how does that work?
Just wear it, just pop it on your wrist.
No, what do you mean, just pop it on your wrist? How does it work, just pop it on your wrist? Brilliant. You're an idiot.
Well, it's interesting that he goes on. The flight to Gran Canaria was a bit bumpy. I thought about the clock that counts down your life again, and I wondered if it would know if you were going to die in a disaster. No, he's querying his own life. He's
wondering if he would know. He's invented this.
And now he's playing with John. A fella on the plane was reading Koi Mag. It was a fishing magazine. I glanced over and noticed he was reading the Pond of the Month article. Don't think they could make it into a weekly magazine. Well, to be fair to you, because I remember seeing a guy on the train once reading Carp Monthly, a magazine dedicated entirely to carp, and it had Carp of the Month. And I just thought, you know, once you're like 3 months in, the editor must be stressing, have we got any more carp? Have we got a carp that's actually done anything?
I reckon if they used the same one twice, there wouldn't be many complaints.
No one would be noticing.
No, that's the carp they used 2 years ago.
There was a really fat bloke on the plane. He was playing on his PSP. While I waited to go to the toilet, I looked at what game he was playing. It was darts. He's that fat and lazy, he can't even face playing a more active game on a games console. Me and Suzanne got off the coach along with a couple of old people. One of them was in a wheelchair. I don't think it was wise of them to come to a volcanic island with a wheelchair. Everywhere's pretty rough paving and slopey. Guess I'll keep an eye on it as the weeks go on. Day 2 in Gran Canaria.
Brilliant, we're only at day 2.
The hotel's a bit odd. I've never seen as many cross-eyed people in one location.
That's amazing!
Well, you may have to let me read on a bit more.
No, this is amazing.
Well, come back.
This is a brilliant diary. This might be the best diary ever written. Oh.
While sat listening to the Kinks on my iPod, I wondered if everybody thinks in their accent. I know I do. What's this? What are you talking about?
Just that, you know, when I've been sat there lying on the lounger, right, and I was thinking about stuff.
How do you know you think in your accent? Tell me a typical thought.
Because what I mean is, say if I was like, if I saw something, right, do you know how I say, like, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No, but I don't have to. But when you think, I don't think the sentence is like I'm saying it. It's just a thought. The thought appears. It's conceptual and it's already there. It's not like I go, Rick, what? Just looking at that fellow over there, were you? Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was thinking it was a bit weird. Oh, so was I. I don't think out whole sentences.
Whereas you have Carl, stop listening to the Kinks for a minute. Look over there. More cross-eyed people.
No, well that's
Is that how your mind works?
In a way, yeah. And
brilliant.
That's when because I thought
explains a lot.
It's great that he has to think about whole sentences.
Because I thought, that's weird, isn't it? Like, I didn't think, that's weird, isn't it? And I thought, I actually think in my accent. And then I thought, does Stephen Hawking, does he, when he's doing his maths and that, is he, I don't know where he's from, so I don't know what his accent would be like.
I think he's from, Kent or Cambridge or Oxford.
Right, so
you think he might think in his
voice, in that voice
box. Computerised voice.
Just wondered.
Had lunch inside today due to shite weather. Sat next to an old fella. Old men's ears and noses carry on growing as they get older. Suzanne noticed his fingers were fat too. Maybe they continue to grow. Suzanne didn't laugh when I said her arse had the same problem. Day 3, cloudy start to the day. Had pie and chips in a cafe. Had a bit of an argument with Suzanne because I thought it was daft that we were paying for food when we were on an all-inclusive holiday. Changed my mind when I saw they sold pie, though. The cafe was called Tattoos. The fellow who owned it didn't have any tattoos. But we never saw his wife.
Oh, brilliant.
Had a drink in a bar. Everyone sat and watched one of the local cats lick its bollocks.
It's the greatest holiday in the world! That's the entertainment in that town.
Went back to the hotel and had a sleep before tea. I love the fact you're moaning about old people, but you're just as bad.
You've done nothing so far.
He's done nothing, he's got a hip.
Oh, God.
Woke up to news about ducks being badly treated. There was a really ugly one with bent legs.
I'm gonna die. Why does he write this down? Oh, God.
Oh, there is a fat bloke from Bolton who is in the pool as I write this. He's got a big tattoo on his back, but I can't work out what it is. ... He just got out of the pool and burped. You just felt like you had to keep us abreast of that.
Everything's in the diary. I just seen it get to the point where you're going, breathed in,
yeah,
breathed out again.
There was a big fat fella in the sea who kept his t-shirt on. If you're big and fat, is there more chance of you getting burnt because there's more of you on show? I asked Suzanne, and she said she didn't know in that sort of not listening kind of way. I wanted to hang about to see if the fat bloke was going to get in the kayak, but Suzanne said we had to head back. Just let him wait in to see if he's going to capsize. We got home today, so we got up early to get the last bit of cloud.
No, it's just that it wasn't. It's not that sunny all the time. I mean, I was sat in weather that if it was like that here, there's no way I'd be sat in the garden.
Yeah.
But because you're on holiday, it's like, well, we got to sit in it. Put your coat on.
So are you going to continue to write this diary? Every single day?
It's amazing. Keep this diary up. It's amazing.
No, I will keep it up, because what I find as well is, I think earlier on, before I went away, I think I did learn something, and because I wrote it down, I remembered it a bit better. So...
What was that?
I just was thinking then, I forgot it now, but but I remembered looking back at it and not having to read it all, because I remembered the end of it before I read it, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, if you've enjoyed the diary of Karl Pilkington, more next week, I hope. Another week's worth. That's amazing. I'm going to try and get that published. We'll put the odd page up on the web. Go to rickygervais.com. Don't forget to register there as well, so we can email you and let you know what's happening. Brilliant. He likes Richmond Park. He goes, I like to see all the deers. I went, it's deers, plural. You don't need to say deers. I try and educate whenever I can.
What's that one?
I said,
deer is already plural.
Yeah, deer is plural. I said, you know, like sheep or fish. So you can say fishes. And we were laughing at it. So I said, do you know the plural of mongoose? Because a lot of people think it would be mongoose. It's not. It's mongooses. Do you know what Karl said?
Plural of mongoose.
Mongoose, yes.
Plural of mongoose?
It's worth a competition. No, it's not. No.
No, go on.
Karl, what did you think the plural of mongoose was?
Mongs.
I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Karl up and said, "There's some monkey news. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Amazing. What was the argument about? Like, the zookeepers are going, oh, look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again. The father, oh look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, she's not good enough for you.
I remember, I was on a, I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried about it.
It's alright to talk about. Everything's alright to talk about.
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And, got on it was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that. And, absolutely chocker. Right? Yeah. So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, oh, is there any seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways, you can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about. You know, walking through, and anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? I think, oh, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right? And, sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, well, Down syndrome kid.
Right.
Sat there, and he goes, "All right." And I thought, "Oh, right, not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? You can ask a lot of questions, right?" So I was like, "Oh, here we go, 2.5 hours," and I couldn't get up because the thing is, that's obvious,
Sure.
right? So that's like mean. I never want to be mean. Do you know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think I know. I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone and that. So then, my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it? Or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes, it's Ricky calling about something. About nothing, probably, actually, thinking about it. It wasn't even worth answering, right? So anyway, but I'm awake then, aren't I? So he's like, "Hello?" And I'm like, "All right, mate." And he says, "You're muscly."
Oh, God!
And I said, yeah. And he goes, "You know, why?" So I said, "I don't know, just Dan." It's, again, stressing me out, because I'm thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then, he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
Oh, when you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the drivel you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, right? So, do I do it or not? And there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
at one of those table seats, and he kept saying, "Come on, I want to arm wrestle." So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, I best just have an arm wrestle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle. What do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to. If he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh, God.
So anyway.
Oh, my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I think were people putting bets on? How was it working?
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
What do you mean it was stopped?
Was it getting?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down. And then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
It's suddenly serious to him. He's got to win this.
Anyway,
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He likes sausages. And I said, you know, he said, "Do you like sausages?" I said, "Yeah, they're alright. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well." And he was saying, "Oh, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese."
Why?
Dunno, he just said, it's not allowed to have
I don't
it.
quite understand. You were given a gift. And the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And yeah, for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I noticed.
Well, she doesn't play. No, she knew. No, it was a present who was playing golf. It was a golfing night. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's all right. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought. I was
yeah. Me and Carl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Jane. I know. Go.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So chose Carl, obviously. We went. Well, it was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, I'd love to see him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy. That was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me, and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, "Stop!" And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you know, you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, "Watch the tree!" Right? So
Dukes of Hazzard.
kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Because anyway, so the first shot, I got on the driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, man. And I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want these 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like, right angles, straight into these, the woods, right? He turns around and he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's, like, impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around. And then his second shot, I go, you know you're off for 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his third shot. He puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There was no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of, like, nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway, I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason it didn't come on, but I thought, it's alright. I'll just, you know, doesn't matter, you can have a bath in the dark.
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so yeah.
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, asking me. So I said, well, I won't... it doesn't normally take that long for me because, you know, I haven't got, like, long hair, I've got a dryer and shit. I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah, he's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes. 10
wow,
minutes.
lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't till 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, alright. So I get out, and drying, like, my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later.
You know.
No, I don't, I don't like that.
You're not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on! So I end up going downstairs to the meal area.
Naked.
With a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know. It's so right. We are knackered because you know he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So we didn't even walk round the golf course. We had a buggy. Yeah. Wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. He's talking about. He's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected. And he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it in. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45. Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to. I said, well, things are. I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses. They evolved. That's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this was about 11:30. And I said, I'm going to bed. Right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
It's the re-education of Karl. He's like Liza Doolittle, and now he's coming to, or Lawnmower Man if you've seen that film. More like Lawnmower Man if you've seen the film. You know what I mean. And his homework was to just study quotes really on happiness and stuff and general well-being. He's not a big happiness quote fan, are you, Karl?
Not really.
So what have you done? You've come up with something, haven't you?
Right, yeah, I told you, right? Because a lot of these are just things you say every day. They're nothing special. So what I'm doing...
Well, you say them every day.
Well, the sort of things you come out with and you don't even think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on the TV all the time, people on the radio are saying these sort of little quotes.
Sure.
And, what I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've,
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just gonna get a posh kid on a door or something?
Yeah,
Yours sincerely, Carl.
come in. Yeah.
TV producer.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, what I've done, this little book of quotes, happiness quotes, I've picked 2 that are real.
Okay.
And I've made one up. Right?
And we've got a guess.
And you've got to guess.
Okay then, go on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, why don't we, when we've heard them, we won't confer.
No.
You'll write down yours,
Yeah.
A, B or C, and I'll write down mine and we'll see how it
Okay,
is.
Carl, off you go.
Right, and just because I'm looking at this book, it doesn't mean I'm actually reading.
No, I know,
Don't
no,
worry,
no.
we're clever.
No, we know, we can't see yet.
Can I call my bluff?
Yeah, go on then.
Nothing is worth more than this day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
The way I see it.
Oh God, my head's gonna burst.
No, hang on.
My head's gonna burst.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
this might not be Carl's.
It might not be.
How do you know I haven't tweaked them a little bit?
Yeah, good
Okay,
point.
fair
Good
enough.
point. No, good point.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put with the rain.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah.
Come on.
Cat food.
Cat food, go on.
It stinks a bit, but if you don't put up with the smell, the little kitten will die.
Steve, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Imagine this in faking it. Imagine their faces when he says that, and they're going, "Oh my God." Oh. Carl, play a song, mate.
We'll have to confer on this one.
I've been trying to take in too much information though. That's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now. Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of
Heaven forbid.
And you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't. And then when I wake up, I'm thinking she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said something like, "How can you freeze time?" And she says, "Are you going to say good morning or whatever?"
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's that the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
one of those floppy night hats.
"How can you freeze time?" Oh, God!
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing round my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information, this is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, "Well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time." It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what effects that will
Oh,
have.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point of me worrying
It's
about
not a
that?
question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, "Oh," I don't know what, he went, "You'd never see a black ghost."
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, what I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
And, what we got, is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right then, so, there's this monkey, right?
Right.
In Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal. right? And what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do? Sort of spice the day up a bit. Right?
Yeah.
So they left.
Embellishing. No way this is a news story.
Let him do the news.
Okay.
So they left.
Any dates?
Just let him read the news, alright? You wouldn't interrupt Moira Stewart.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right? In Canada,
Come on,
right?
mate, just finish the beer all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada.
Right.
They got a camcorder.
Right.
And they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around.
Won a BAFTA.
And a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were like filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who,
annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're not monkeys, they're apes.
He was a dab hand at it, right? He was like, filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice nude and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
This is the news. What are you talking about? This is the news.
God,
So
Steve
anyway.
is so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of the zoo.
You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue! This is so untrue! It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey!
So
it's
what
so
happened then,
untrue!
right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh, God! You're talking so much shit again! You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me! Look at me! Don't keep talking! Look at me! You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had a go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story, you're still not happy.
There is no way that, by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen.
Right.
He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, this is good still. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
look at
so
that. He's got us a lovely shot. Yeah. So this is ridiculous.
Let me just recap, because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn, and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him saying stuff? Can you hear him go...
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2 and 3 and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes, because what happened was, they said he's quite good at this. And the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human, he's just one of the gang, do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
shit.
There was and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan. So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's no way this is happening.
Can we
it's
just hear the end?
Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear the end.
The end is really that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and whatever.
No, he's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director. They would not send a monkey director.
Cruise Ashley Walters being jailed for 18 months. Obviously not a very good example to his young fans.
He should have got more.
Do you think?
I had a dream about him the other night.
Go on.
About the group itself.
Okay.
I had a dream that...
Were they all there? Because there's a lot of them.
all
I couldn't remember all their faces. The feature in a dream.
I had a t-shirt on.
He had etc.
Exactly,
He had two, and then he had etc. Yeah.
I had a t-shirt on.
You had a t-shirt on?
Yeah, and it said on my t-shirt, "So solid poo." And I was walking down the street, and they came towards me.
Wow.
And they were just about to beat me off.
That's a great dream.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing
I love that.
dream.
We've
For
all
a
had
30-year-old.
We've all had that anxiety dream. Oh my goodness! What if I meet the So Solid crew and I'm wearing a t-shirt that slags them off?
Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, you know, yeah.
So what happened? Did you get beaten up in the
It was
dream?
one of them where I woke up.
So holiday, where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Oh, it's like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know, nudists do me head in.
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem being having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but... Well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you, you know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, yeah, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flows off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
Mm.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the.
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair.
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out. It looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she,
smuggling seaweed! Oh, God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking around. So,
yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," you know, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right,
Yeah.
but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "Alright, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I like the fact they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But no, so we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle, because remember when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and a man, and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out, it's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was... Then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, today's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach...
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty, and I'm thinking that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, you know, one of those official nudist spokespeople, you know, because there's all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Carl, because, you know, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's
Were
just
they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you got to bend over.
Now, Carl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here. Okay, sent from someone at XFM. Okay, and I won't say it was. She just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week. It was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Carl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on, and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. Just put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters, and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time? She's like...
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why? Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely? That's not cooking though, is it, Carl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she had left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, alright, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago.
Oh God, you're leaving Mr. Magoo at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that
what do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy. So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught. Well,
they got stuck and they sort of caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and whatever came in from work. She said, "What are you doing? I said, "I'm sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God, she comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they don't. Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. What is it? They put their fingers in.
Yeah. Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh. Right, there was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in, this monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of, it carries the equipment in, guitars, stuff like that.
It doesn't.
He does.
No, it doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the band.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that
happen.
Sort of stuff. It
Doesn't
does.
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit
with one arm.
drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant, this is good."
Oh no.
Anyway. So the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right?
Right, this is bullshit.
So
this is rubbish.
So
and they hadn't laid down a bass track.
So this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl, please don't do this to
so
me.
The A&R fella goes, and it's like the band members are stood about, and they're going, "That's good that he liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So
this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get to the end.
This is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird, we haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever, right?" So
we haven't got a bassist!
They go, "Whatever, let's go home."
Forget it. Quizzes. What I did was, when I was on holiday, right, you said, you know, come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of,
thinking.
Sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's good advice for anyone out there.
I didn't...
Yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
Carl is presently, running a course writing for TV. And that's the lesson one, isn't it? Just rip something else off.
Just do an idea and change the title slightly.
Yeah,
well,
go on.
This one I haven't really got I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking, strike it, Ricky.
That's all you've got? That's what you've come up with. How long did that take?
Through.
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah, well, no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, you know, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's a good. Go on. Yeah.
Remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember Big Brother? No, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in. If your mum's ever, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
Alright, forget that. Right, ER. Here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah, no.
The Price is Right, remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
The Price is Ricky?
No. The Rice is Right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern.
That one.
Let's go on then. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. What do you read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that, as it's an Indian, it'll be pilau, and anything you read out that is...
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then...
well, then you might as well say Indian or Chinese!
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The Rice is Right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you were working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm so confused. I don't know where I am or what day it is.
A programme that they've been in on Channel 4, right?
Can you cross that out? We're not doing The Rice is Right either.
I don't understand The Rice is Right.
No, go on.
I'll tell you that later. We'll have a game in the office, right? A game that they've been in on Channel 4, but has got really big viewing figures.
Well, obviously not.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be bidding it. Go on.
Do you know 15 to 1?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that, right?
Are they?
I'm thinking 15 Taiwan. Get some items that are made in Taiwan, right? Get 15 items, and I say what they are, and then you go, oh, I bet it's the vase. Or something.
That's one that's made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Just explain that again very quickly.
No, don't go.
Alright,
cross it out.
Forget that.
Cross it out. 15 Taiwan.
Right.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant. Hello. Creators, writers, directors, star of The Office. If you're a fan of that show...
Who isn't?
Yeah, then you've got a treat coming up because it's the entire first
series.
Well, if they're a fan, Rick, then they will have already bought the DVD and already seen the show.
Oh, no. Wait, let me finish. It's the entire first series, but with extra bits. We've got interviews of people, it's a retrospective, people talking about it, A-listers, chatting about why they think The Office is genius. Not my words, I do think it's brilliant. Yeah. Do you know my favourite thing in The Office?
Go on.
You?
Thought as much,
Yeah.
When I first saw The Office, I was struck by how original it was on a bunch of different levels. And I think upon first viewing, I thought, that's really great. And then upon my 38th viewing, realized how genius it was.
My first impression of The Office was that it was a masterpiece, and unfortunately, as time passed by, nothing interfered with that glow.
It was so fresh and new in terms of the style, and for me, it reminded me of a style of humor that I think in Spinal Tap, Chris Guest and those guys created. I saw that show and I was like, this is incredible.
When I first saw The Office, I thought, finally, there's something funny being done in the world.
I think the thing that I was most struck by is how original a character David Brent was.
Timothy! Hello. All right, have a quick word. Sure. Old office. Walk this way. Always start with a joke.
I've never seen a character in a movie or in television who is that obsessed with what people think of him. And I think a lot of the comedy comes from that. He's got way too much self-awareness, but way too little real self-awareness.
His self-image is, I'm the boss, but because I'm really funny, and I'm a really funny bloke, I'm also immensely popular. I can have a joke and a laugh with the people who, I'm supposed to have authority over, and they love me for it, and all that obviously is always wrong.
What's up? Hey, what's up? I love that. What's up?
Oh. Tim is the one that you hope you are in The Office, even though he's depressed and thinks his life is being pissed away in this place. You love watching Brent, but you don't want to be Brent, you want to be Tim.
That didn't happen by accident. It didn't happen because of my overwhelming charisma. Do you know what I mean? It happened because they wanted Tim to be the kind of, I suppose, the emotional focus, or at least they wanted him to be the audience, yeah. And he was,
Hey, dude.
Give it back.
I'm just using it for a second.
It's got my name on it. Apparently they had a completely different idea when they were writing it of the sort of person that Gareth would be. He was supposed to be a much bigger, more macho kind of guy, and so I've heard that when I came in and auditioned, they changed their mind.
Because if you're genuinely physically scared of somebody, if it had been Tim and Lee, that kind of character, then you just think, I think he's going to hit Tim. He's going to beat him up, Whereas it's kind of Tim and Gareth. You think there's a man who thinks he's Napoleon, but look at him.
That's the correct way. Do you want to try that with me?
I'm fine.
Well, I'm supposed to witness you do it so I can tick the box.
Every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast and in a sort of new, informal way.
Hello, Wernham Hogg.
And Dawn, just the perfect look, the perfect pitch. Not so fabulous that, of course, everyone will be in love with her, but you slowly fell in love with her while you watched her.
I've got kind of hot hands, sorry.
Right, just don't touch my head. With Dawn, sometimes I wanted to give her a bit of a shake, because she didn't pursue the guy that she really did want to. She didn't even get out of a relationship she really should have done.
You can say something.
And she had ambitions that she never really even attempted to pursue.
You just changing your mind, because you always do. What's wrong with that?
I think the camera is like another character in The Office. It's a whole other member of our show, because it added so much depth, I think, to what people said and did.
Obviously, one of the key aspects of the show was the sort of documentary style, and that had sort of been born out of how we'd originally got it made, and we shot something in a little documentary style, and we did that because it was a very quick way of filming. You can get a lot done quickly in a documentary style. You've got to worry about the finesse. And then over time, we realised that the whole sort of documentary boom that was happening at the time, the sort of docu-soap things like Driving School and the Airport programme, were throwing up these amazing characters who suddenly were acting in a very specific way because of the fact they were being filmed.
I think the most extraordinary thing about the documentary format, obviously, was Ricky's performance with the camera.
Good. Well done. Well done again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because he was giving his own editorial version of how he thought he was doing, so that you had his ghastly behaviour, and then on top of the fact that he thought that his ghastly behaviour was absolutely excellent and cool and interesting and complicated.
Hey, Finchy!
Finchy comes in a ball of horrendous energy, you know, saying the crassest things, and Tim is able to go, you getting this? This is what I have every day of my life, you know.
Oh, yeah, speak to yourself. We wanted the look and the feel of the office to be very oppressive and very drab and ordinary and boring.
They had such a definite idea of what it should be, and it took 3 years to get it to the stage where they could actually make it. That's what made it a success, that they knew exactly what they were doing.
We didn't want anything sexy or cool or rock and roll. It was all anti that.
The opening titles, they just blew me away, I remember first time I saw it. The things you're seeing are so dull and grey, but it's shot in this incredibly cinematic way. And the slow pans and the low shot looking up at that horrible building. It makes it look epic, and the music is very epic, but what you're looking at is unimaginably dull. There's no doubt about what this is about.
One of the first things that Ricky ever did as the David Brent character, he had a couple of scenarios in his head that used to play out for me when we worked together. One of which was his character, his sort of seedy boss character, interviewing a woman and his slightly lascivious, lecherous manner, which is actually something we downplayed in Brent. Brent, in the original form, was a lot more seedy, perhaps, than he later became. But certainly that scene where he's interviewing the girl...
It showed another side of David Brent, because he didn't really know how to act. Right. The interview. See what we've got here. Karen Roper. Curriculum vitae. Brent doesn't think that that's creepy. He thinks that's romantic. He thinks he's a bit of a Lothario. He's thinking he's setting the mood for love. He doesn't think this is seedy or anything, does he? So he thinks she's going to go, you're the most interesting man I've ever met. And you're handsome with your little beard.
One of the things is it's a great physical performance by Ricky. You know, I mean, obviously the gestures have now become slightly over well known, the tie, and again the looks to camera. But he does sometimes, every so often, he will do bigger stuff.
Can you give us a call, mate?
No.
Dave,
Oh, I'll do.
Julian, can you give us a ring, please?
Go away. Good bloke. Good laugh.
Dave, it's Paul again. I don't think.
Leave me alone. It's fine. It's fine, that one.
There's loads and loads of moments, just the way he'll be when a woman's around, as opposed to the way he'll be when someone who he's frightened of will be around, some higher status person will be around.
All that sort of stuff, yeah. Just like complete control of the body. And it's all that now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's all...
Busy?
Yeah, just keeping up the morale.
Can we have a chat?
Yeah. One of the things that we were exploring in the office is that cusp of blue-collar to white-collar, regular guys working in an office instead of a factory or being a mechanic. And what we did was we showed the difference between the two worlds, the world upstairs and the world in the warehouse.
Wow. This is scary, David. Don't tie any more cash up in stock unless you have to.
Please.
I'm sure you could lose more people from down here. Who's the foreman?
Taffy! Taffy! Glyn. What? We'll call him Taffy. David Brent is caught between those two worlds because he wants to be a lad, but he wants to mix with management as well. And it comes to a head when he's down there with Jennifer Taylor-Clark. What are you watching?
That's my dog shagging his dog.
Oh.
Glyn, I'm sure David's made it clear to you that you'll be losing personnel.
That's the funny bit. Look at Guz's face.
Yeah. He's trying to be cool and a lad, but he knows it's wrong. And he knows this thing, sexism, he's heard of that, and he knows about misogyny, he knows all those things, he knows all the isms, he just doesn't really fully understand them or go along with them all.
Take this upstairs, we're
Yeah.
a bit busy.
You don't look busy.
Would you want me to get busy, love?
Sorry?
You can be next, Gazza likes and posh.
A word with you now.
Yeah. That was out of order in a way. No, I'm not in trouble.
What's in here? It's a good shagging.
I might bloody have to now. See you later. David Brent hates having a woman as a boss. Deep down, he hates it. And he hates being undermined anyway by a woman. He hates being undermined by anyone in front of the camera. So it just, his world just implodes in that episode. One of the other themes in The Office is comedy itself. You know, you get a lot of things off your chest. We had a go at people just shouting catchphrases.
Ricky, leave it!
Props, just bringing in a funny thing.
Brilliant. Oh, God, look at that.
Pointing stuff out. Bad observational comedy, just pointing stuff out and expecting to get a laugh from it. Impressions. Impressions particularly of other comedy characters. Timothy!
All right. Also, the parameters of jokes, you know, good taste, bad taste, you know, what you think you can get away with, what you should say, what you shouldn't say.
I'd say, at one time or another, every bloke in the office is woken up at the crack of dawn.
What?
People write good sense of humour as the thing they most want in their partners, and very, very few people actually have a good sense of humour. And David Brent is a fabulously tragic and comic creation because he really thinks he's got a great sense of humour. He thinks he's a great undiscovered comedian, and he really isn't.
We were very careful that David Brent didn't say, I want to be a comedian. He'd say, I'm a comedian. He thought he was a comedian who just hadn't been discovered yet. And now he's thinking that as this goes out, this is his series. This, to him, was like his own comedy show.
Have you heard,
have you heard Michael Jackson's new song he's doing? No. He's teamed up with West Ham football team, apparently. Yeah. Doing On Forever Blowing Bubbles.
I think Tim genuinely wants to be able to honestly laugh at stuff David says, because he can see he's dying every day. He sees that he's failing in all his attempts to be everyone's mate and to be funny. And Tim sees he's failing, you know, and he wants to... He would love to think, oh, he's going to really make me laugh now, you know.
What's white and slides down toilet walls?
I don't know.
Michael Jackson's latest release. George Michael's. Yeah.
Good, isn't it? Oh.
The pregnant pauses that take place on The Office are just I think that they're longer. Those comedic beats obviously have existed before, and they're always sort of fun to play as long as there's emotion and feeling behind them. But The Office takes those moments a little bit longer.
What?
Nothing.
See you later.
See you later. Take care.
Finch was brought in to show people that Brent wasn't a bastard. Because like I said, he was the boss from How, he was awful. He's not that awful. He's a bit of a twit. He wants to be loved, he wants to be hugged, he's like all of us, he wants to be popular. And his biggest mistake was confusing respect with popularity, okay? Whereas Finch is a nasty man. He's a bully, he's a narcissist, he's spiteful.
Speak to yourself.
Come on, spit it out, as your boyfriend said last night.
I was just going to say that back to you.
Yeah, but I don't have a boyfriend, you do.
You can't get a bloody word in
You
edgeways.
can't get what in edgeways?
Sorry, matron.
Yeah,
That's it.
come on then, fat lad.
Oh, fat lad, always. Oh, God. Finchy.
By having talked about Finch for so long, and to see Brent's excitement about this man, to finally have him arrive and obviously be a crushing disappointment.
Well, what was fun about that is that whenever anyone says to you, you love my brother, he's just like you. No, he's not. I'm going to hate him. I don't want to meet him. He's going to be a nightmare, isn't he? Right? And the other thing, of course, is that, once again, Brent's blind spot. Finch doesn't love Brent like Brent loves Finch. They're not a double act.
Current champions are this team here, the Dead Parrots.
The left of life. He sleeps. If you hadn't nailed him to the perch, he would be pushing up the daisies.
One of the main themes of The Office was men as boys and women as adults. So boys never grow up. Their ego, their competitive spirit, their "Mum, look at me," never really goes away. And nothing brings out that male ego like a quiz.
Which insect produces gossamer?
Go on, what is it?
I want you to answer. Finchy.
What is it?
It's a spider.
The spider is an arachnid, not an insect. Yeah?
yes.
6 legs, all right legs. Eh? Thank
Yes.
you.
We can't stand to lose a quiz. Men can't stand to lose. If you're playing Trivial Pursuits, and I've heard myself say, "Oh, you got a pie for who's Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? I got Dostoevsky's first 3 novels. It's ridiculous." And you go, right, forget the pie. Right, just answer questions. Who knows the most? You know, we can't stand it. So we thought it was just a great way, apart from being a good office observation, it was to bring out the absurdity of men. My favourite episode, staff training.
I think one of the things we did when we started writing was sit down and for ages we just talked about offices we'd worked in, experiences we'd had, and obviously all the same things kept coming up. And one of those things that we'd both experienced in different places was training, being taught things that you already knew, you know, and how to work as a team. And we just thought, well, that's a kind of given as an episode.
The staff training day episode is my favourite, and yeah, it's because it's like a holiday. It's only 2 doors down the corridor that everyone's gone on holiday, but they're out of the office and it's like a day trip, and you've got a new face coming in to talk to them.
My name's Rowan, and I'm going to be leading us through today's sessions.
Under me. Go on.
Well, as David has briefed me, he says that a lot of what we're covering, I think you'll be familiar with, but it's not necessarily a bad idea to recap anyway.
It's a breath of fresh air for the people in the office, but quite the opposite for David Brent, who sees it as a real challenge to his authority to have this guy coming in and telling them what he should be telling them.
I'm going to play a very bad hotel manager who just doesn't care.
So,
and
if it's a Basil Fawlty type character, then with their tale, maybe I should do it just for the comedy.
Yeah, well, let me just play, just to kick things off, okay?
I'll probably bring so much to this role anyway, so...
Right.
He couldn't stand it. He couldn't stand competing with this guy. I mean, he'd brought him in to train him, but then he wanted to be the boss, and it was just so much fun to watch him squirm, just to try and get in the front of the queue for attention.
Right, so, well, some interesting points.
Very interesting points.
Flagged up there. It's not quite the point I was trying to make.
Different points to be made.
I'm more interested really in customer care.
So am I.
It's Tim's opportunity, I think, just for a little sleep and to spend time with Dawn, and he can kind of, you know, nudge her and just have little quiet asides with her, you know. That's perfect, you know. I mean, and I remember that sort of situation from school. Any excuse just to spend time with a girl that you fancy is the best thing ever, you know.
The documentary style gave us a whole new element to that romance that I don't think people have been able to do before, because suddenly they were under a microscope all the time, and it meant that they couldn't express themselves in the way that you can in a regular show. In a regular show, you can take someone behind closed doors and you can declare your love, and it's fine, and it's between the two of you. But in our documentary world, that camera was always on them, was always spying. So it meant that everything was much more illicit, that the time they shared together was always being observed.
I remember Ricky and Steve saying that they were really fascinated by non-verbal communication, you know. And just how body language is however much % of our communication, you know, but it's a big one. It's a big percentage of it, and it's kind of the most important telling stuff.
That feels nice, actually. Doing all that with the nails.
Shh. When are you going out then?
End of the week
When
drink.
are you going out then?
Well, tonight, hopefully, I thought.
Hi.
That's real.
I've got kind of hot hands, sorry.
Right, just don't touch my head.
Oh, that way.
No.
Ooh! Yeah, I know. Like
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ta.
You're so lovely.
No, I'm not lovely. No, you are.
Snotty.
You're snotty and I'd marry your snot.
I think if I were a viewer, I would have enjoyed watching Tim and Dawn and their journey because it didn't seem implausible and it didn't seem unreachable. They made it feel as if you could have these little things inside you, these little stories that can come out, rather than it being this glossy Hollywood love story where they all end up brilliantly happy, but everyone's unbelievably rich and beautiful and in, you know, sunny lands, and it doesn't feel like where we are, you know what I mean? And so I think I would have enjoyed seeing it play out.
For someone like me, the romantic drama, particularly of the great Christmas special, you know, is one of the great romantic comedies of all time, one of the great romantic stories of all time. I mean, I think the very best sitcoms have had profound things at the bottom of them. I suppose that's what makes them good.
All of my favourite shows have always had a sort of romantic strand in them, whether it be Northern Exposure or Moonlighting or Friends. And I think it's one of the reasons, one of the things we liked is the kind of soap opera feel that the best of those shows have. You know, soap opera not being a sort of a damning phrase at all, that actually there's something about watching from week to week and building an understanding of that world and caring about those characters that's very unique to television. And a lot of British comedies don't seem to do that enough, and it seems strange. You know, you're coming week after week, so you can draw people in, and so we were very keen to have that romantic thread, because we knew if we just kept going, it would just become the sort of beating heart of the show in a way.
The supporting cast were actors, but sometimes it just said in the script, man one, woman one. And we gave them all names anyway, just in case it popped up, because we wanted that realism. They came in every day, they were sat in their seats, and they'd really be typing. And then one thing in the script said, someone leaves a message on his answer phone, and it was Ewan, and he was just cracking us up.
Hello, you're through to Keith. I will be at training all day today. Please call me or leave a message, and I will call you tomorrow.
One of our pet hates was exposition, where someone walks into a room and goes, Jonathan, you know your sister, the one that went to the Gambia, who's a doctor? Yeah. But we found out that we could do that with Keith. Because of his strange, laconic tone, he could remind the audience what had happened and what was embarrassing. So it was funny anyway. But for people who'd forgotten, oh yeah.
So you resigned then?
Yeah, I've just got to hand him a notice, make it official. You know.
You embarrassed yourself and all, didn't you, asking Dawn out?
No, I didn't ask her out. That was... Why does everyone think... It was as a friend,
right,
OK? It was just as a friend.
You see, it ended with me taking a bite into the Scotch egg. We're talking about watching Pete practice. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching Pete practice with your life.
Yeah.
Not for me, I like it.
Yeah, I'll just stay...
That was so good. That was so good.
Something would put us off, or something would go, and one of us would always kind of crack and lose it, and we just couldn't get it right. We got through 3 or 4 Scotch eggs, and eventually they had to give me ones back that had a bite taken out of them because they didn't have enough bought for the number of takes it took. So a couple of times I had to disguise a bite that had already been taken out and go in again. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching Pete practice with your life.
Yeah, it is.
Not for me, I like it.
Yeah, I just stayed in at a big... It was one of the 400,000 scenes that we couldn't do in under 4 hours because it was just a lot of laughing, you know.
I was the worst corpser of all. Yeah, I mean, it's strange because my job is to try and make people laugh for my own amusement, but sometimes that goes wrong and I can see fear in their face, or I found myself funny and I'd laugh and ruin a take. Also, even if you've written the lines, if they're funny, I still laugh.
What's the difference? A dwarf is someone who has disproportionately short arms and legs.
I'm so sorry.
What's the difference? A dwarf is someone...
Fucking hell! You can't help corpsing. You can't help. You can help putting people off and making them corpse. But if someone's finding something funny, you know, I celebrate that, really.
I thought I found a lump. I examine myself regularly. I get checked out. It's fine, but terrifying. Testicular cancer. Cancer with them old testicles. What's that? Oh, God, that was a great one. We'll do it again.
Please.
We'll do it again. Damn.
Steve came over once in the office and said, Rick, it's like making your own TV show isn't interesting enough for you. You've got to have other things going on. And so, I do, you know, I multitask. I try and get something in the can, and I try and ruin the tape for my own amusement.
Action!
$9.99 pure silk, so I had to snap it up. OK.
He can't stand to do the same take twice. And so he would change something about it every time.
Action!
And Wally Burton, 2 for 10 quid. So I went, yes, please.
Something would have to be different, and that was the thing that would crack you up.
Action!
And, you know, Deaf Nobby Burton, who comes around with a case, 2 for...
Why are you making it harder for yourself?
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll just say Nobby Burton, who comes around with a case. 2 for 10, I've got 4.
I think sometimes he'll improvise an idea that will amuse him and that will amuse someone else. And now Ricky thinks, right, OK, I've got them now. And then he will just keep going. He just thinks, well, this for my own amusement. Even though we're making a TV show, the clock's ticking, we're losing money, and we've got to get it on BBC Two. He's thinking, no.
That probably contributed to making it so funny as well, because it was so fresh. Each one of those takes that finally got into the series was unique.
I've only just reached a point where I can watch it now and enjoy it and not really be thinking about how it was made or what he was doing that day that was terribly annoying. Now I start to see it, I think, for the first time as audiences do, and I can't remember some of the episodes, I can't remember some of the scripts. Jokes amuse me now for the first time, and so I've just got to a point where I can sort of see it and enjoy it. And now I feel more proud perhaps than I did then, because I really feel excited when I see a little clip of it somewhere, because it just feels such a three-dimensional world. I think that's the thing you're always trying to chase as a writer, is a world in which people believe those characters exist and that somewhere they're out there. And that, I think, you know, is its sort of greatest, for me at least, our greatest achievement.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got fond memories of everything from meeting Steve to winning the Golden Globes, you know.
What I think really, you know, has changed American television is that by bringing over an American version of The Office and really staying true to the tone of the original, and then it becoming a success in America, has totally revitalized comedy on television in the States.
I keep it on in my house sometimes just for comfort. I just keep it on. I'm not even necessarily watching it. I'm just sort of listening to it because I find it comforting to... That sounds weird. Yeah, I keep my pants on.
We've always been a bit staggered at how successful The Office has been worldwide, and I think that what I love about it the most is that the characters are essentially the same in the remade shows. Brent is still Brent, and Tim and Dawn still Tim and Dawn, Gareth still Gareth, even though the names aren't the same. The characters essentially are...
At one time or another, every bloke in the office is woken up at the crack of dawn.
What?
Lâche réceptionniste. Ça va?
Ah oui, oh, viens. Anne, viens. Oh oui, viens, Anne. Oh, viens!
A la camita!
Put my stapler inside a jelly again. That's the third time he's done it. It wasn't even funny the first time.
Et il est chiant, il arrête pas de me mettre du fromage partout dans mes affaires.
Pero mire, pero cómo voy a desperdiciar comida, hombre, por Dios. Pero cuánta gente puede alimentar.
I thought I found a lump.
Realmente me encontré un poroto, una cuestión re fea.
Cancer des testicules. Mes pauvres petites testicules. C'est quoi?
It's a bit of brie.
What, from down there? See you later.
I look back and there was that romance with writing our first sitcom, you know. But I couldn't be proud of The Office. I honestly couldn't be proud of The Office, even if it hadn't won any awards and hadn't done. You know, I think that I was proud when we'd finished writing it. I knew that we'd done our best, and it's the first time I've ever tried my hardest at anything as well.
There was nothing really about that job, the entire job, that was not very enjoyable, especially in hindsight, because you come away and you do lots of other jobs. I've done lots of jobs before and lots of jobs since, and as always, you don't fully appreciate things when they're going on. You know, you forget that this isn't all going to be as much fun as this. You know,
I haven't worked on anything that was such a joy to work on since. I've worked on some great stuff and had a great time, but there was something very special about that, about working on that, and we knew it
That particular job was full of nice people, funny people, smart people, and people that I was glad to see every day. And sorry when that ended.
I'm still proud of it to this day, and you know, people ask me about it the whole time, and I'm always happy to answer their questions because it was a very important part of my life and still is.
My biggest ambition from a young age was to write, honestly, was to write and be involved with a sitcom that would be thought of, you know, fondly and possibly even amongst, you know, the sort of much-loved sitcoms. And I feel like to some degree we've achieved that. And so now I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my life. Now I've got to sort of recalibrate my expectations. Now I'm just filling up the hours before I die. That's why I'm here today. But that's not gloomy, is it?
Well, you got voiceover work, though, haven't you?
Got some voiceover work, yeah. Yeah, that's some voiceover work. Barclays.
Sell out.
This is the worst part of my job.
Karl, it's what we've all been waiting for. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, well, this one sent in from Sam in New York, right? And it's about a fire that happened, right? In a really, do you know, like in New York, they have loads of big buildings, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, really, really tall ones and stuff.
Skyscrapers.
Yeah. And there was a fire in one of them, right? So they did as expected. They called up, you know, fire brigade and that. They turned up, right? Fire engine parked up. It's like, right, where's the fire? And they said, oh, it's on like floor 100 or whatever. And they said, oh no, we've brought the fire engine with the short ladders.
Stupid mistake, but go on.
Right. So anyway, so they said, well, how are we going to get up there?
Yeah. We can't.
But they've only brought the short ladders.
No, we can't. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Okay, that was monkey news.
So they said, well, there's a lot of like grippage.
Because they made up words. The firemen, yeah, the NYPD firemen.
There's a lot of grippage
On the side of the building and stuff. So anyway, they said, why don't we just go and get a monkey, right? So they got a monkey.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a jump.
Is that policy now in the New York Fire Department?
Well, you know, you've got to think quick, haven't you? At the end of the day, if people are up there, you don't start querying if it'll work or not. You try everything that you can to help someone out, right?
That's the first thing I thought of. Was it a monkey?
So it was quicker for them to go and get a monkey than to go back and get the long ladders.
Why don't they get
Okay, fair enough.
Why don't they get Spider-Man?
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
So anyway, so they got a monkey down there, and they said, right, well,
Where'd they get it from?
We don't know, from the local zoo or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So they said, look, let's, you know, we've got to remember there could be someone up there,
Right.
and it'll shock them a bit if a monkey comes in, right?
Yeah.
So they said,
Yeah, I don't think they'd care. If their building's on fire, they're not going to go, oh, it's weird, there's a monkey at the window. They'll be screaming, save me! Oh, there's a monkey. Oh, where are you from then?
So they said, right, we'll just get it a little small uniform and that, the smallest you've got.
But, whoa, hold on though. Actually, where are you going to get that? I'm going back to the station. We'll get the long ladders while you're there.
No time.
No time. No, I bought the small uniform. I just didn't bring the long ladders. You're an idiot.
So anyway, it goes up there. It's got all the kit on and what. It's got its little adder on and all that. It grabs. There was like a little person up there. Manages to grab that.
Not
give it a little.
Who was up there then?
It was just
someone that was just the right size for a monkey to be able to rescue, which is handy. Because if it had been anyone else, like a larger person or a family, we'd all been screwed.
No, I don't know about the size of it, but it's just the story's saying how like it was quite a big monkey in that it was good at breaking down doors.
Oh yeah.
It was good at climbing into small spaces and stuff like that. Anyway,
but so it's big enough to carry a fully grown man, but small enough to climb through a cat flap.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
which is handy.
So anyway, it managed to, you know,
Did it have
the
the boots
person
on as well?
It got the person and everything, and now it says it, you know, it's sort of it's on call if they ever need it again. So.
Sure, and if they ever get anywhere again and they've forgotten the long ladders, but there's plenty of grippage, they just call for Coco.
So that's this week's monkey news.
Bollocks.